It is that time again, my friends. It is that time again. How's everybody doing? Yeah, let's go. Oh, yeah, we got one today. Yes, we got one today. I'm feeling confident. How everybody doing out there in YouTube land? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on our bottom line. I appreciate you. We're going to get right into it today. How am I sounding right now? Can you guys hear me? Let me know how my audio is. I see Jeffrey up in the building grabbing the coffee. We got Mark Dorfman up in here. Get VICTD. I ain't see you in a while. How you been? How's everybody doing this morning? Thank you so much, Batty Lynn. And I'm so glad you're back. My audio check. There you go. We're going to get this camera straight. And I hope you had a fantastic vacation too. I heard about it. I heard you say you had a good time. Yeah. Be right back, you guys. Let me get this camera straight. Dang, Mark, I bet you are. Okay, what's going on with Mark? Good morning, everybody. Let's go. Let's get this open today. Let's get that open, set that off like that. Okay, yeah, we're getting used to this already. See if I can get that in screen good. Skip that, get that monitor open. Okay, let's see what we're working with right here. Okay, a little bit to the... Uh-oh, that's gonna be it for today. That's gonna be it right there for today. We going with that. That's right, you guys. I hope everybody's excited like I am. We got a lot of good stories to get into this morning, so I'm not even gonna play around. Let me see what time we're working with right now. We got about a minute more. See if I can get a little more dialed in with these other monitors. Okay, I think that's pretty good though. Yeah, I saw it coming off of that. That didn't look too shabby over there. Okay, so I got everything in screen, just making sure everything is there. When I look on the other side, yeah, everything is in screen. It's time to get it, you guys. It's time, y'all. One more day to Friday. Calm down. We only got one more day to get through it. Don't worry about it. Fantastic health and wellness selection that we have today as well with Dr. Eric Berg. You know, one of our favorite doctors. So yes, stick around for that, you guys. We're gonna have a good time this morning. Hope you guys stick around for the whole show, because guess what? Got a lot set up for you this morning. Thank you guys for all of our new mods. I just want to tell you, welcome. And you're not mods. So don't, if you hear me saying family and co-host, that's who I'm talking about, because we don't play that game around here. Fans and mods, nah, we family around here. So yes, that's how we give it up over here. So yes, to Winter Rising as well as Sam Champion, welcome everybody, welcome. Thank you. And all of the people that's been here holding me down, couldn't have got this far without you. You know what we got to do right now, right? We got to get those prayers in the air for everybody. We want to pray for life. We want to pray for happiness. We want to pray for goodness. We want to pray for humanity, as well as our family members and our animals. That's right, you guys. Let's get it in this morning. We want to pray for Mark Dorfman, Jeffrey Spilker, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy. That coffee is good. Woo! I'm on my third one there, Lisa. Yeah, you put it down there. Okay, who else we got up in the building? Miss Swanza, Jonathan, Mark Dorfman. Who else we got? Get Victor. There you go. There you go. Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno. Hope you're doing good this morning. Cadillac Walton 8826. Jonathan. Terry, how you doing this morning, Miss Swanza? Lisa Roy, she's shouting you guys out. There you go. How you doing, Terry? Hope you're doing well, and I hope the family's doing well as well. We got Jeffrey Spilker up in the building, my brother. How you doing, Jeffrey? Chiming in. There you go. I see you, Jeffrey. How you doing? From Missouri. That's you go. There you go. Who else we got up in here? Jocelyn Piete, 8265. Can't forget about Casey Ramos. We want to make sure we're getting love for Luigi or Sam Champion. Can't forget about everybody else as far as like Mark Dorfman, Jeffrey Spilker, Batty Lynn. Want to pray for Rebecca Lanyan Bueno. Also Lisa, that's you from 55 Coffee Group. Also, who am I forgetting right here? Liberty and Justice. Where are you? There you go, girl. Can't forget about you. Okay. Amen. It's time to get it going, you guys. Let's do it. Y'all, it's almost time to get it in. And you know how we do that, right? We're check this audio over here. Check this audio. Okay. Got the audio right. Take a sip of that good water. There you go. Clear the lungs and everything. I mean, clear my palate. Y'all ready? Okay, we got somebody to already get up out of here. Thank you so much, Jeff, for revealing yourself. Boom, out of there. The first casualty of the morning. Peace. Let's go, y'all. Y'all ready? I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. Whoa. And we wind it up. Mm, 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 mm. Wind it up. Mm, 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 mm. Wind it up. It's 6 o'clock. Somewhere. Not here yet. We gotta get that little move on. You know how you like it. Now, are you ready? Because we ready. Okay. Ole. And yes, it's cold in New York right now. You better keep those windows closed unless you like a nice breeze because it'll keep you cool. So we gotta open up those pores. Uh, uh, uh. We gotta open up those pores. Uh, 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 uh. We gotta open up those pores. Uh, 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 uh. We gotta open up those, open up those. One of my favorite songs. I know you guys know it from top to bottom, a lot of you guys, but guess what? We're gonna take our time and we're gonna get through this. Lady, don't you know we love you, sweet lady? Uh, there we go. Yeah. Dear mama, don't you know we love you? When I was young, me and my mama had beef. 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. Though back in the time, I never thought I'd see her face. Ain't no woman alive that could take my mama's place. Suspended from school and scared to go home. I was a fool with the big boys breaking all the rules. I shed tears with my baby sister. Over the years, we was poured into other little kids. And even though we was different, we had different daddies. We had the same drama. When things went wrong, we blame mama. I reminisce on the stress because it was hell. Hugging on my mama from a jail cell. And who thinking elementary? Hey, I'd see the penitentiary one day. Running from the police, that's right. Mama catch me, put a whipping to my backside. And even ever fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama. I finally understand for a woman it ain't easy trying to raise a man. You always was committed. A poor single woman on welfare. Tell me how you did it. There's no way I can pay you back. But my plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it. Man, don't you know we love you, sweet dear mama? Man, there's no one above. You all appreciate it for all the mamas out there. There you go, y'all. Y'all ready? Let's go. Pump that beat. It's Thursday the 9th, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Always gets me lit. Oh, what's up, y'all? Yes, let's keep on moving and getting through it. Hope you guys really appreciate that. Yeah, that's that joint right there. That's my song right there. You are appreciated. R.I.P. to all of the mamas that we lost. R.I.P. Tupac, and I hope you guys appreciated that. Had to dig in deep to get that going, you guys. How y'all doing this morning? It's Thursday. One more day to Friday. One more day to the weekend. That's right, you guys. And I hope you're not working for the weekend because I want to see you on Monday, too. That's right. That's how we do it. We're optimistic over here. It's your boy, Boogotti NYC. And like I always told you, y'all could have went anywhere. The fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me. I appreciate you guys. Let's get into it because you know what I'm about to say, right? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. I'm going to need you guys to stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from, what city, what region. Why? Because I like to go and find information from where you're from. It makes the content much more better and the conversation as well. Hope you guys are ready because we're about to go there. You know what else I'm going to say, right? I ain't waiting. Let's go. Let's get into these titles. Oh, wait a minute. Trump wins again. How? Do you guys think so? Do you think he won? They say that the Straits to Hormuz is open, even though they're giving a lot of back and forth. We won. They submitted. What do you guys think? I'd really like to know. Do you think that this thing is over? Would you say that the United States can claim victory? I want to know because Trump is claiming victory. Let's keep on moving forward. What else we got over here? It says Iran surrenders as first ships pass through the Straits of Hormuz. We just said that. The first ships are now passing through the Straits of Hormuz loaded with oil, and they're not being interfered with. So I guess that means some sort of victory is taking place, at least for the 15-day ceasefire that they called out. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because also, secondly, here we have Bill Gates, who's scheduled for a June 10th House Jeffrey Epstein hearing. Whoa! So they're calling in Mr. Gates. They got questions. Let's see if he comes in with his lawyers the same way everybody else did. Gets deposed. Let's see if they get that information out to us. Yeah, we like to see what Mr. Gates has to say. Last but not least, what we have on the thumbnail this morning, we have France, who moves 129 tons of gold from the New York Federal Reserves. They had old gold sitting around. They got it off, flipped that money, brought some other new bullion, and now guess what? They got a little extra money in the kitty. Kind of a smart move over there, France. I'm not mad at you. Let's get into the rest of the show today, you guys. Hope you're ready. Hope you got your water, your tea, and your coffee together. Make sure it's the good stuff too. Let's get into it, you guys. It's time to see what the president has for us and what's going on out there as he says that no one helped us. He tried to ask for NATO and they said no. So are they a paper tiger? You guys let me know, because when they asked for help, he's saying that they said no. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Good morning. I want to get this audio right just to make sure we start at the right point. I want to mess anything up over here. There we go. Let's get it, y'all. Let's go. Good morning, everybody.
You voiced your displeasure with NATO in the past. Is there a danger to the U.S. not being the de facto of the leader of the alliance, and then other powers within the alliance then getting the decision making when it comes to wars and nuclear weapons?
No, it's not a danger. Look, we went to NATO. I didn't ask very strongly. I just said, hey, if you want to help, great. No, we will not help. I said, that's all right. You don't want to help? Because I've always said NATO's a paper tiger. See, NATO's a paper tiger. Putin's not afraid of NATO. Putin's afraid of us, very afraid of us. And he's explained it to me a lot of times. I got to know him very well. I know him very well. NATO's a paper tiger. NATO is us. And when we needed them, but we didn't need them, by the way. We didn't need them.
How many people agree with what he's saying? Because, you know, he had pulled out of NATO before. Do you think that he was right for pulling out of NATO originally? Let's go there real early right now. Do you guys think he's right? Because he's saying it right now while it's going on, and it's the perfect time to ask this question. Do you think that NATO is a paper tiger? Let me get a thumbs up if you agree with the president. If not, give me a thumbs down. I want to keep on moving forward. And yes, I will read whatever you have lined up next to them. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and stay on topic. Let's go.
Obviously, because they haven't helped at all.
NATO.
Just the opposite. They've actually gone out of their way not to help. They didn't even want to give us landing strips. Think of it. It's not just NATO. You know who else didn't help us? South Korea didn't help us. You know who else didn't help us? Australia didn't help us. You know who else didn't help us? Japan. We've got 50,000 soldiers in Japan to protect them from North Korea. We have 45,000 soldiers in South Korea to protect us from Kim Jong-un, who I get along with very well, as you know. Do you notice he said very nice things about me? He used to call Joe Biden a mentally retarded person, okay? So don't tell me about your stuff. Joe Biden, he said he's a mentally retarded person. He was so nasty to Joe Biden. It was terrible. But to me, he likes Trump. And do you notice how nice things are with North Korea? It's very nice. But we have 45,000 people, soldiers, in harm's way in right next to Kim Jong-un with a lot of nuclear weapons.
Christopherson said because they know what you're doing is wrong. Got a couple of other people that saying that they're with Trump. Well done, America, AP. So he's bragging that the murderous dictators tell him, Lawrence, Money Tree, good morning. Okay, what else you got over there? Angels, good morning. What else you guys got over there? Guy, Adela, $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you so much. Everybody, show guys some love. YT has put the sound filter on now, so soon as we might not be able to hear. No, you good. Don't worry about that. We're good.
45, which should have never happened if a certain president, I'm not going to mention this president because I happen to like him, believe it or not, but if a certain president did his job, Kim Jong-un would not have nuclear weapons right now. But
let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let's go, you guys. We got more to cover right here. We got more to cover because Trump announces what is that? Trump announces a 2-week ceasefire with full coverage. Let's go, you guys. Double tap. Let's keep moving. Let's go.
thank you.
For anyone who's just joining us, President Trump has agreed to extend his deadline for Iran to open the Strait of Hormuz or face significant strikes. In a Truth Social post, he said after speaking with the Prime Minister of Pakistan and requested that I hold off the destructive force being sent tonight to Iran and subject to the Islamic Republic of Iran agreeing to the complete.
So now we've got that going on. You see that already? And yes, they started passing through already. They already started passing through. Let's go.
We now go to Trey Ying standing by in Tel Aviv. Hi, Trey.
Dana, good morning. Reports indicate that at least 2 vessels have passed through the Strait of Hormuz today, the first ships to make this journey since the ceasefire went into an effect. Now, this really was an 11th hour agreement down to the wire and announced by President Trump on Truth Social shortly after the Iranians released a statement. And then in the hours later, were launching ballistic missiles at Israel. Here's what it looked like in Tel Aviv overnight. What you just saw there was an Iranian ballistic missile with a cluster warhead, those bomblets raining down on Israel's second largest city of Tel Aviv.
And that was the second time, right after they said that they were doing a cease, you guys. Yep, we got to get up out of here. We ain't messing around with this no more. We got to go. Let's go ahead and get on over here to, okay, let's go. Because you know that Soleimani, that's somebody that we already got up out of here last term with President Trump. Yeah, we leaving that alone right now. Soleimani situation is where Trump's ICE and Homeland Security has now, and as well as Marco Rubio, has rejected their citizenship. They were here for a while, and you know what they said? Time for you to go back home. Let's get into it. They were living a life of luxury in Los Angeles, California. But guess what? Not anymore. They've been deported. And then some things are going on out here. I want you guys to see this because right now, the niece is actually trying to get out of ICE custody. She went so far as to try to get her boyfriend to break her out of ICE custody. Let's go, you guys. Let's keep on going. Let's go.
Well, the niece of slain Iranian General Qasem Soleimani is apparently not happy with her new digs at an ICE detention center in Texas after a life of luxury she enjoyed in Los Angeles. She's reportedly called her former boyfriend for help to escape the facility. But according to the New York Post, he declined the call, saying this, quote, "I don't want anything to do with her. She scares me. I was so afraid of her. She knows how to make herself seem like an angel, and you feel like the devil. She takes advantage of every man she knows." Now, another man, a Los Angeles hairdresser, said this about the situation. Thank God, after hearing of her arrest by ICE, he said, "That's good. She's a stalker." In court filings, he said the woman subjected him to emotional abuse, harassment, and that she threatened to hurt herself. All of this highlighting a tale of 2 Irans. Ordinary Iranians facing crackdowns and executions, while top government officials quietly send their children to benefit from the West. That includes notorious Iranian regime leader Screaming Mary, whose son allegedly teaches at a college in LA. Just the tip of the iceberg.
Yep, so they got them out of here and they trying to get up out and they doing whatever they can. They trying to get their boyfriend to get them out. Oh no, that's not the way you do it, boo. That's not the way that you do it. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys, do your boy a favor right now. I would really appreciate it. Let's double tap that screen and let's get those likes up. I really would appreciate it. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? And yes, there's a bell right there. All you got to do is hit that bell right there. It gives you a notification to let you know when we're on every single day. You guys, do your boy a favor. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's get those likes up, because what happens is when you do that, I'm going to explain to you. You hit those like button, it gets more people over here to see what we got going on. How's everybody doing? We got Angels in here. We got Hands. We got DJ Mod, 55 Coffee, Angels, Leonardo. Who we got? DJ Mod, Leonardo. Okay, we got y'all kind of heavy up in here today. Let's go. Let's keep on going, doing what we got to do. Now we got this other situation right here where France moves 129 tons of gold from the New York Federal Reserve. Big money right there, 129 tons. Oh my God, let's go, y'all. See what's going on here.
Has pulled its remaining gold deposit out of the US with a capital gain of $15 billion. Over the past year and a half, 129 tons of gold has been moved from New York back to France, while other gold stocks were sold off at record prices. The value of gold has more than quadrupled over the last decade.
So yeah, if you held your gold for a long time, you heard what she just said, that chain that you got over the last decade, the price of gold has quadrupled. So you know what? Maybe gold was a good investment after all, you guys. If y'all had it, stored it, probably got it in a safe somewhere, might want to invest in some more. It's right in your hands, and you know you can't get rid of it unless you sell it. Just keep on going, you guys, because the value went up 4 times. That's a lot right there.
Now by international economist Vicky Price. Great to have you on the programme again. Vicky, why does gold still matter so much to central banks in 2026?
I think one of the reasons for wanting to have more gold is to diversify away from the US dollar. One reason for that, but also to have basically a more mixed type of reserves that they can go to if they need to, and not be tied to one particular currency, because of course there are so many crises affecting different currencies in different ways. And more recently, the concern really that perhaps the US was exiting up to a point from the world trade payment system, and other currencies perhaps would become more dominant. But I think it's a double-edged sword in some sort of ways, if we can use that expression. Because quite a lot of the increase in the price of gold that we have seen recently is precisely because the central banks have decided to have more of that gold. And of course, what they're also trying to do is benefiting from the rising prices by selling the old gold they hold, and then transferring that into the new type of gold with a lot more special markings and also environmentally sourced, which is what is now required under the new Basel III requirements, banking.
Now it makes sense to me. They had a whole bunch of unrefined gold that wasn't really put together the right way. So they sold that off for the weight that they could. And then what they did was they bought new gold with the new refinery measures in it. Now I understand. Chat was trying to explain to me and it did not make any sense. Makes a lot of sense to me now. They made a lot of profit off of the gold that they already had, brought more and put it back in their reserves. Did not bring it back to New York. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What y'all got for me? Let's keep on right now, because where we at? That was a pretty good one right there. Not mad about that right there when it comes down to that goal. Let's go on over to Republican Clay Fuller, who wins Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat in the old Georgia U.S. House seat. Let's go, you guys. He won the seat. Let's go. There you go. That's Clay right there.
Media reports on Tuesday said Republican Clay Fuller had won a runoff election in Georgia. He will replace conservative firebrand Marjorie Taylor Greene, who resigned after a public break with Trump in the U.S. House of Representatives. Fuller, a Trump-endorsed former district attorney, vowed during campaigning to enact Trump's America First agenda.
The reality of it is we came up a little short.
His opponent, moderate Democrat Sean Harris, conceded defeat but highlighted how close the race was in the heavily Republican district. With 86% of the ballots counted, Harris had 42.5% of the vote and was trailing Fuller by about 15 points. By comparison, Harris lost to Greene by nearly 30 points 2 years ago. Analysts say the margin of victory will be passed for clues to party strength and Trump's standing with his MAGA base. Fuller's win gives Republicans a bit more wiggle room to push legislation through the House. It's currently narrowly split down the middle, with 217 Republicans, 214 Democrats, 1 independent, and 3 vacancies. Fuller will serve through the end of 2026, but must quickly pivot to campaigning for a full 2-year term beginning in January 2027.
Okay, that's it right there. He's taking over the seat, starting to pivot in 2026, and that's right, going to be in there having the campaign in 27 again to keep the spot. Also, we want to pray because we see someone right here that needs it right now. We don't like to wait. We want to pray for Still Happy 64. Been working a long time as a really hardworking American citizen there. Want to pray for you all here. Want to show our love for you. And we want to thank you for coming over to the show today. And we really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Amen. Let's keep on moving over. You got to get on over to Mom Dummy. Now easy super cat down and use a dumb dummy. Now easy super cat down and use a dumb dummy. Cause he's a super cat now he's a dumb dummy. Dummy, dummy, dummy. That's right, the mayor of New York. You know everybody gets a theme song from over here, especially when they're a dumb dummy. Yeah, let's go. He announces that Bellevue Treatment Center is going to be open now for some people detained on Rikers Island. Because you know they're trying to shut down Rikers Island, and he's thinking that maybe he'll send some of the people to Bellevue. Let's see what's going on with that. A lot of his policies haven't been working. Now he's already working, trying to get more money from the rich, trying to strain his own reserves. Let's see what he's trying to do with Bellevue. I think the best thing he can do with Bellevue is probably go ahead and put himself in there himself, sign himself in. Come on, Mom Diamond, let's see what you got.
Today, we are charting a different course, one that diverts from the path of neglect.
Right now at 5, Mayor Mamdani says his new announcement marks the beginning of Rikers closure. But will the jail shut down when it's supposed to? What he had to say about the timeline and who he says is to blame for the delays. Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson.
Welcome back. I'm Dick Brennan. We begin here at 5:30 with a major step forward in the plan to close Rikers Island. Today, Mayor Mamdani announced a treatment center at Bellevue Hospital for people detained at Rikers with complex medical needs.
The 104-bed facility is the first of 3 planned across the city for those inmates. The city's law states that Rikers must close in 2027, but will the city meet that deadline? Political reporter Marcia Kramer pressed the mayor on this very topic today, and also more about his announcement. What's the latest there, Marcia?
Okay, Jay and Dick. The mayor says that opening the Bellevue Treatment Center is the first step towards closing Rikers. But when I asked him how he planned to meet this campaign promise of shutting down the prison, well, it seems it's a lot easier said than done.
Most of his plans
The question was simple.
Yeah,
Given the fact that there are about 7,000 or so inmates at Rikers now, the borough-based jails hold about 4,000. What steps are you going to be taking to reduce the jail population, and will you be able to meet the 2027 deadline? The answer put the blame on the Adams administration for the fact that the city's plan to have 4 borough-based jails up and running by next year is now just too high a hurdle to meet, even for a hard-charging man like Zoran Mamdani, who said that goal is
practically impossible to fulfill because we've seen years of a flouting of not just recommendations, but requirements, frankly. It is going to take us quite a bit of time to ensure that we can put our city back on the path.
Nevertheless, the mayor says that opening a new hospital complex on the 2nd floor of Bellevue to treat clinically vulnerable Rikers detainees is the first step towards shutting down Rikers once and for all.
Rather than enduring the crumbling conditions that have defined Rikers for so long, they will receive care in a space designed for rehabilitation.
The new facility.
So instead of trying to deal with the entire situation, he's going to just deal with part of it and put part of some people in some situations, in some different locations. I'm sorry about that. Really a dumb dummy here.
Is one of 3 the city is opening so they can close the North Infirmary Command on Rikers. The new 104-bed unit at Bellevue is years behind schedule and costs more than $100 million over its original $130 million budget. But it was a labor of love for Dr. Patsy Yang, the Senior Vice President for Corrections at NYC Health and Hospitals.
These outposted units, they are a first. They are unique, which is maybe why they partially took so long to do. They are a clear milestone in how we can see people more respectfully and more decently.
A spokesman for former Mayor Adams called Mamdani's finger pointing a cop-out, saying, quote, Zoran can point fingers, but governing means results. If he has a real plan to safely reduce the jail population, let's hear it. Until then, stop throwing stones and look in the mirror.
There you go. You probably wasn't that good at what you did. You ain't even get reelected, but he know what the hell he's talking about. At least you know how to keep the damn city running. Do me a favor, you guys, double tap that screen and get those likes up. And yeah, all of a sudden, you don't see him talking about getting rid of the police no more. Remember that? Oh yeah, we're gonna defund the police and all of that. As soon as they had that trouble in front of in front of his house, the mayor's mansion, he was like, "Oh, thanks to the police, everything is safe now. No more defunding going on all of a sudden, huh?" Keep on moving forward, you guys. This guy is a mess. Let's get on over to Gigolo Beach. Is that correct? Gigolo Beach? We got some information on Rex Huberman, who's accused of being a serial, like the Apple Jackson. I'm not, don't want to get into that. A serial iller. Yeah. He pled guilty to what I just said. And I got to be careful because you know how they do around these parts. When you say certain words, start seeing certain circles going around and a whole bunch of other stuff start to happen. And let's go, y'all.
Rex, did you do it?
This morning, the suspect behind the infamous Gilgo Beach murders is expected in court to change his plea to guilty, according to a source familiar with the matter. Rex Huberman is accused of killing 7 women and discarding their remains in a remote stretch of Long Island over nearly 2 decades.
I think that the victims' families are, eager to see this case come to a conclusion, but obviously they're really concerned that what they deem to be the proper result occurred.
The Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney says they're still looking at unsolved cases.
Even when this case is over, we're going to continue to investigate.
Huberman, a New York City architect and married father of 2, went undetected for decades. He was arrested in 2023 after a task force re-examined the case. Investigators say they caught him by using witness descriptions, phone data, and DNA from a pizza crust he threw out.
Wow.
When they searched his Massapequa Park home, they discovered nearly 280 guns and disturbing writings they believe he used to plan out his kills. According to court documents, those writings included the letters TRG, which prosecutors believe stand for target, with Huberman specifying small is good. Under body prep, he reminded himself to remove trace evidence like hair. Investigators say they found hair linked to Huberman on most of the victims. Chilling details that have generated national interest in the case and sparked documentaries, including one featuring his family.
I would need to hear it from Rex, face to face, that he killed these girls, for me to believe it.
Huberman's now ex-wife and daughter are expected in court today.
They look like something wrong with them too. I mean, I'm telling you, people are, the apple don't fall too far from the tree there,
She has never said that Rex Huberman is not guilty. She's been consistent saying the man that she was married to, the Rex Huberman she knows, she did not believe was capable of this crime.
And in the latest legal twist, one of the victim's sons has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Rex Huberman, but also his ex-wife and daughter, alleging they must have known or should have known what was going on over all of those years. The women's lawyers have pushed back, saying they too are victims, as so many eyes are on this courthouse, with the possibility to hear from Huberman himself today. Savannah?
All right, Emily, we'll be...
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That was crazy right there. Yes, we always do it. That's right. We got to pray for the victims and the family and this tragedy right here. And Rex, boy, oh boy. Hopefully they look in more deeper, and if they find more cases on you, that's probably why they shouldn't go ahead and close this case yet, because they still need to keep on looking, just like that detective said. I want to pray for the victims, all of the families, for their health, try to get them together, and trying to keep these families together, because after you lose a family member like that, especially to such a heinous crime, it's really such a scar that it's really hard to heal from. I want to pray for every single one of them. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Yonkers, where some fireworks may have been the cause of what? A portable toilet? Boom, boom, boom. Guess somebody went in the bathroom and really let off a, oh my God, don't nobody go in there for about 45 minutes. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But no, this is a little different. This is on like a baseball field or something right here. And what happened was, I guess they thought that it was something bigger than what it really was, but it wasn't. It was basically fireworks. That's right. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go.
In a bizarre story in Yonkers, an investigation underway after a portable toilet in Brigano Park exploded last night. Now, police believe whoever did it used fireworks. No word if it was a prank or something else. Eyewitnesses reporter Marcus Solis live at the scene with the details. Mark?
Somebody literally blew that one up. You know what I'm saying? It was a different type of blowing up. You know what I mean? A real blow up.
Yes.
Indeed, Dave, at this point, a handful of FBI agents remain here at Brigano Park. The focus of their investigation, the basketball court, which is where that portable toilet was, where it exploded last night, rattling neighbors. But yes, Yonkers police say at this point, it does appear that that explosion was caused by fireworks. The destruction prompted a significant response, complete with agents in protective suits collecting evidence. The entire perimeter of Brigano Park cordoned off. The focus of attention, a blue porta potty blasted to pieces. The explosion actually occurred last night around 8:20.
Somebody really had to go in that park.
Last night, it sounded like a bomb. I was sitting in the living room and I went, oh my God, the whole floor shook. And then my neighbors, and everybody were just talking about it.
Residents in the area say there have been 4 or 5 similar explosions over the last few weeks, usually around the same time after nightfall.
At first, we thought it was like fireworks. Then it got louder, bigger. But last night was really big. And now this.
Yonkers police contacted the Westchester County Bomb Squad, which responded along with the FBI and ATF.
I am pretty concerned, especially when you see the FBI, but hopefully they get to the bottom of it.
They should have went out there with Mr. Snuggle. You know what I'm saying? They'd have been all right. Get Mr. Snuggle out there. You need Charmin out there. You need Scott Tissue out there and clean up the whole situation, you guys. Somebody said they're making it a bigger situation than it really is. I get what you're saying, but you know what? It's the news. It is what it is. Okay, try using one in the middle of the summer. Oh my God. Don't even go in there. There's all sorts of airborne funk going on. When you walk in there, you might as well just say, man, listen, just do it on yourself at that point. Somebody said, yo, quiero Taco Bell. Yeah, somebody went in there and had some Taco Bell. After some Taco Bell, that probably what happened. And lit a cigarette while they was on the toilet. Boom! Let's keep on going, y'all. We got to try to mix it up a little bit to try to laugh a little bit. Let's go. Double tap that screen to get those likes up because I know who's not laughing right now. Pam Bondi, even though they said that she won't appear on the April 14 deposition over this Jeffrey Epstein file situation. They're saying that she won't appear, but I'm sure that they're going to try to find some other way to get her to come in. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Where Pam at? Right there? Okay.
19 past of the breaking news from Capitol Hill. The House Oversight Committee has announced former Attorney General Pam Bondi will not testify as part of the Epstein probe next week. The committee voted to subpoena her last month. MS Now Capitol Hill reporter Kevin Fry is joining us with more on this. So, Kevin, welcome. What can you tell us about this decision to not have her testify?
Yeah, apparently the DOJ is saying that she will not be testifying because, according to them, she was subpoenaed in her role as the Attorney General, and she obviously will no longer be serving in that capacity. It is worth noting, though, that the House committee does leave open the door to the possibility of her coming in later, saying that they're going to be talking to her personal counsel.
How many people think that Pam Bondi was fired for a specific reason and that being a cover-up? Thumbs up if you think she was fired for a cover-up situation. We going straight there. And if you don't think so, let's go with the thumbs down. But if you think it was a cover-up to get her out of there to be quiet, give me the thumbs up. If not, if you think it's some other reason, thumbs down, you guys, and I'll read whatever's there. Remember, let's go. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's do it.
About next steps regarding scheduling her deposition. So not closing the door quite yet, though, as one might expect, the Democrats on this committee, the top Democrat, Robert Garcia, out with a statement just within the last few moments, saying that the subpoena is to Pam Bondi, whether she is Attorney General or not. She must come in to testify immediately, and they are threatening to begin contempt charges in the Congress if she does not indeed show up. And this, of course, comes just like a few hours after.
Bondi corrupt. I think she was fired because she wasn't doing well. Thumbs up. Best news live in the country. Thank you so much, Darnell. Really appreciate that. Love is love. Winter Rising says thumbs up. Lisa, Jinx, what you got? Thumbs down. Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, she's in the private sector. Okay, Rebecca, what else you got? Thumbs up. Only Constance. Okay, the thumbs up. A lot of thumbs up over here, you guys. She got fired because she blamed something on Trump and embarrassed him. Exploding says that. Let's go.
Actually, after we saw a bipartisan statement from two of the most outspoken folks in pushing for greater transparency when it comes to the Epstein files, being Nancy Mace, a Republican, Ro Khanna, a Democrat, leaning on the chairman of this committee, James Comer, telling him that he needs to make clear that Bondi does need to testify. So obviously, next Tuesday is off, but the question remains, will they find a new date in her personal capacity?
I like what Deb Nelson is saying. I like that comment you got there going on, Deb Nelson, because even as a private citizen, that doesn't mean that she should not be. That's right, she shouldn't be. Let's keep on going forward, you guys. Should I show them this? Dozens detained after man. Yeah, let's go into this. Let's keep on going. We got dozens of people who've been detained after a man found near suspects in illegal gambling den. Let's get on over to Los Angeles. I do believe that this is this gonna be over by Orange County? Let's see what this is real quick, you guys.
Developing news now, Orange County Sheriff's deputies have launched a homicide investigation after raiding a home in Stanton.
KTLA's OC Bureau Chief Chip Yost is live in Stanton with more on the illegal gambling operation suspected at that home. Chip.
Somebody messed up and lost some money, and somebody got up out of there and they followed them. That's what I think. Gambling spot, money, yeah.
Yeah, hi there. Yeah, this started Easter morning with a report of a body in an alley, and that eventually led to this. Take a look at this video from an Instagram user. You see some of the 50 people who ended up being detained at a nearby suspected illegal gambling house. Here's what the sheriff's department tells us happened. They say about 5:30 in the morning, Easter morning, they got a phone call of a body in an alley between Pacific and Maine. When they got there, they determined that the dead man in the alley was the victim of a homicide. That homicide investigation eventually led them to a suspected illegal gambling house near Cerritos and Flower. There, that is where they detained about 50 people. Here's more from Orange County.
They had 50 of their wait for the paddy wagon. And then they all in there like this sweating. You know, you gotta watch your head for the paddy wagon. You gotta step up. Make sure you don't hit your head on the top of the paddy wagon door. Once the paddy wagon door open up, you gotta step up. So you be step up, sir. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Get your balance up. That's what you gotta do in that case. Yeah, got them all, y'all. Hopefully they find out, get to the bottom of what's going on with this. Yes, and this is the time right here where we're gonna say, I don't know how many people are here, but I'm sure that we can get those likes up if you appreciate the content that we bring you every single morning here on Our Bottom Line. Again, I'm your host, BOOGOTTINYC, and this is Our Bottom Line. That's right. And I got the #1 co-host and family members here, you guys. I couldn't do it without you, because if I did, they'd be knocking on that door with a straight jacket and you'd never see me again. Let's keep on moving forward. I really appreciate you guys if y'all go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. We're really working on getting up to that 100,000 mark. Trying to get that plaque right there. We think we deserve it because we've been working hard for almost a year and a half. Fully, you guys, that's right. We've been here cracking and doing our thing for a year and a half straight every single day. That's right, we don't give up. Try to bring you guys trending topics, current events, and much more. So let's go ahead, you guys. If y'all got some love for your boy in the show, let's get those likes up. Brings more people over here and gets them on to what we got going on here. Let's get the rest of this story and move on, because after this, we got to get on over to see what's going on with Bill Gates, because he's about to be deposed on the 10th of June for the Epstein files.
Sheriff Sergeant Gerard McCann.
Approximately 50 people were detained at the scene, at that house, and there were several illegal gambling machines that were removed from the house and booked in as evidence.
Was anybody living there? Does it look like it was just being used as an illegal gambling house?
I don't know about this one specifically. I know that in the past, other gambling houses we had, there's a combination of both a residence plus a legal gambling house, but I can't say that's what this one was specifically.
Okay, gambling house, got them. Hopefully they find out what happens with this person that lost their L, they lost their life, and we can't just move on like that. We always have to do what? Pray for the person that lost their life. We don't know what happened, but guess what? Family's probably distraught, don't know what happened to their family member. So yes, we're gonna pray for strength, love, understanding, and try to get down to the bottom of this. Thank you, amen. Got to keep on going, you guys, because like I said, Bill Gates scheduled for a June 10th deposition on his Epstein hearing. Let's see what's going on with this.
So, regarding the Jeffrey Epstein, we're getting some new details regarding who is next to testify before the House Oversight Committee. As of right now, we're learning that another famous figure is set to sit down for an interview, and that would be Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates. He's going to appear before the House Oversight Committee on June 10th, and he's expected to answer questions about Jeffrey Epstein. Last month, a Republican chairman of that House committee requested Gates appear for an interview, writing that the committee believes Gates has, quote, information that will assist in the investigation. Now, according to a report from the Wall Street Journal, Gates apologized for his ties to Epstein in February and admitted to having affairs with a Russian bridge player and Russian nuclear physicist. The committee's also requested an interview with Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick.
Never trusted him, and I'm not hating or whatever like that, but it's just something about this dude. Somebody that always smiling, somebody that's and yeah, we know that he's connected to the money, 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 money. So that's why our boy, the president keeps him around. We understand that, but there's just something about Howard that I don't know, you guys. I don't know. And they started talking about, they always try to say things like, yeah, well, I was there on the island, but I had my children with me. We got to the point where we wondering, even though you were there, does that mean that it doesn't really mean anything, especially with what we've been hearing about Jeffrey Epstein and his preference anyway? Doesn't want any adults. Think about, and I'm not going there, but we got too much speculation and too much talk about it, even at the next clip with Prince Andrew. They were basically saying he was trying to pay off and sell, to Jeffrey Epstein to pay off Fergie's debt. Oh man, we got a lot. Don't go nowhere. It's going down today. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen, because this next story is even crazier. Yes, Andrew.
He is set to appear May 6th, but I wanted to keep you updated on this situation because I know every day someone here on TikTok or YouTube will ask us what the latest is regarding the investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. As of right now, we know that the next person set to appear would be Howard Lutnick on May 6th, and then June 10th, Bill Gates is expected to testify.
And we got Angels that says all he's gonna do is plead the fifth. Audrey says that Casey and Sam, Kevin, dangerous gambler. Yeah, dangerous gambler. And somebody said he had the gambling spot set up like Uptown Saturday night, y'all. Let's keep on going. Lutnick is just too involved. There you go. Thank you. You guys notice what's going on here. I don't got to say all of this stuff. Exactly. It's just too much speculation and not enough fact. We need the Epstein files now. Thank you, Haynes. I like that. So I just said it straight up and down. Let's get over to this next clip that we got with Andrew. You guys, if you've been following the stories with us, if you've been here since day one, you know how deep and how involved we are. And I've always been questionable about the children's involvement, especially when I started calling Fergie the Ice Queen. And then they started saying stuff about her and how she was talking to Jeffrey Epstein about Beatrice when she was going on shagging weekends, and then said that when she's gonna wait until she's finished with her cycle before they travel. What's going on with you? Why are you telling this man this stuff? This here gets even crazier. I'm not saying that our bottom line is any way, any shape, anyhow connected to this next clip or the accusations that are being said, but there's too much of the same thing being said here. Let's go, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Many more people need to hear about this. Let's open this up where it says Jeffrey Epstein sent chilling emails about Andrew's daughters. This is on Newsweek. Let's go. Open the screen up. Let's get it.
Jeffrey Epstein was sent an email about Andrew selling his daughters to pay off Fergie's debts. I'm Jack Royston, Newsweek's chief royal correspondent, and this is Newsweek's Royal Report.
Shout out to the Royal Report.
Hello, listeners, and welcome back to the show. And there are still extraordinarily new emails being uncovered in the Epstein files that we either haven't seen before or maybe didn't get the attention they deserve. One of which is actually sent by a mysterious sender who, they're redacted in the Epstein files for what reason, I have no idea. We think it's just a friend of Epstein's. But this is an email that was sent in March 2011. And it was a joke from this person to Epstein, and they sent a headline which said, Andrew sold daughters to pay Fergie debts. Now, the surrounding message says, when I read this, ... then it's got the headline, and then it says, it caught me off guard. I laughed so hard, I choked and shot snot out of my nose. Best one yet. So I don't know who sent that. Was it really a trafficking victim? I mean, that's the only plausible reason you could legitimately redact somebody's name. But does that sound like a trafficking victim sending that to Jeffrey Epstein, of all people, as late in the timeline as 2011, after he's already been convicted for soliciting prostitution for a minor? I struggle to believe that is going to turn out to be a child victim of Jeffrey Epstein. But what's important about this email? Well, basically, it shows that Jeffrey Epstein and his associates, whoever this person may be, held Andrew and Fergie in such low regard. Clearly the basis of this.
You got Fergie begging for money all the time, talking about, please loan me some money because the landlord is talking about they're going to put me on the news and been blasted. I'm not paying my rent. You got Andrew running out here giving Jeffrey all this government secret information and stuff. Why wouldn't they think that they're bottom of the barrel? You're supposed to be princes and princesses. You giving me this stuff for mere shells? Lord knows what else they were trying to give up. Just keep on going, yeah.
Joke is that Andrew and Fergie were so desperate to pay off Fergie's debts that they would have done literally anything. It was sent March 25, 2011. So like I said, that is in the timeline after Epstein had not only been convicted, but also served his time in prison.
Yeah, that's why I don't trust any of them. I don't trust the parents. I don't trust anything going on because we never know what they had going. I don't know. And guess what, you guys? I'm so happy right now. I'm happy if you feel like a room without a room. You know why I'm happy? Let me tell you why I'm happy. Because that dog that got stolen off the lawn, they caught the lady that did it. Yeah, they caught him. Rocky, the little toy. He is home, you guys. He's back with his family, and that's how we get down over here. That's how we rock with Rocky. I know that it was a very small story out of a very small area, but guess what? We brought it up, and guess what? If you were here yesterday, one day, that's all it took, and they found the person that did it. Talking about running after the dog with a sheet, a blanket, throws it over the dog as the dog is trying to escape into its own backyard, and you take the dog and you run inside of your car. Not only that, you got your kid jumping up and down for joy as you steal this dog. That's the terrible way to try to teach a child how to be in life. Tell you that was terrible parenting right there. And they said that they have not pressed any charges or anything like that. I'm going to just say this right now. I think that she should get $5,000 fine and 1 day in prison. Straight up and down. That's what I'm thinking. That's what it should be. Let's go, you guys, because they got the stolen dog that was found.
This surveillance video showed what appeared to be a woman and a young child running off with the pup. We have some great news. That dog has been found and reunited with the family. New Jersey reporter Anthony Johnson live in Clifton with the details. Anthony.
Yeah, it's always great when you do a story one day and the very next day turns out to be a very happy ending. Rocky is now back with his family, as you said, and he appears to be in very good shape.
Somebody said give us 7 days. Angel says she wanted to get 7 days. Banned from owning pets too. 1 month in prison. Give her $10,000 fine. I thought I was being mean. I love y'all. I really love y'all for this. That's right. She need to feel it. I'm telling you, don't need to, and she ain't getting nothing. She need to talk. Oh man.
Rocky is safe and sound, being held in the comforting arms of a family member after he was the victim of an apparent dog napping.
Great. So such a great feeling like that we covered him and he's gonna go back home.
This ring video we showed yesterday on Eyewitness News was shocking.
That's why you need to get your dog a back door with the little back door, because Rocky could have went right in the crib and they would have been out there looking stupid holding that blanket, and teach the dog how to run through the doggy door. That's right. Don't depend on people that you got watching your dog for a little bit. They don't have a dog. You got house sitters and babysitters and stuff like that. They probably okay. But when it comes down to dog sitters, it's a really different responsibility. Oh, I'm sorry. He got off the leash and ran in the street. You think I'm trying to hear that after I come on vacation? I'd rather spend money and leave him in the kennel. And yeah, that's right. Let's go.
The woman and child snatched Rocky from the back porch of his home. The family was
Now you got, no, I want you to see the very important parts. There's a kid jumping up and down. First of all, the kid was trying to get the dog and the mother, and he couldn't get it, right? Because she sent them out there to do it. Next thing you know, he couldn't get it. So he's like, Mom, come help me. And she literally did it. Terrible home training.
devastated by his disappearance. But today they are relieved by Rocky's return.
Thankfully, friends and family, they came through tremendously. Great family.
The dog was outside because a family member was watching Rocky that don't have a dog, left the door open, and Rocky ran outside. You know better if it's your dog. Hey, Rocky, get back in here because you're used to Rocky and you have dogs. Family member, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, I'm going here and get a hot dog or some stupid stuff. Rocky got taken. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. One of them.
In front of us. I mean, the support that we've gotten.
I want you guys to see these kids' face. I want you to see how happy they are. And look at Rocky. He even happy with his pearly whites. They even take this dog to the dentist, look like, right?
They came through tremendously. Great family and friends. I mean, the support that we've gotten from everyone, truly, truly tremendous.
The Chan family has had Rocky for 7 years, and the last couple of days have been full of confusion and sadness. Now that Rocky's safe, it's time to celebrate.
I'm really happy. I was really stressed out these past few days, but now it's just like, oof.
Police are apparently talking to the woman who took the dog, but the Chan family says she is a resident of Newark who was apparently making deliveries in Clifton when she spotted Rocky.
So she's stealing other stuff, y'all. I don't even care. She's stealing other stuff, and she probably is a porch pirate as well. I would put a picture on blast, throw it all over Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, tell people to look out for her ourselves. Dead serious about that. Does not need to be just some soft, no punishment and putting her out there like this. There needs to be punishment for her. I was thinking that the kid needed to get locked up for a day too. So he could be there like, Mommy, you told me to do something like this. You said it was okay. Well, you know what? You shouldn't. I don't know. I don't know. I thought like that too. I don't know. I'm trying to discipline fools. You stealing my dog. And you're lucky it wasn't no big pit bull that came out there. Like when she came around that corner trying to get that dog, my other dog would have been there like this. And guess what? You on my land. Let me get that ankle. Thank you for that foot. Here goes the massage for you. Yeah, exactly. See, that's why you got to have a big dog too, because you got to get the little dog some hookup, some backup. Let's go, y'all.
The Yorkie mix had dashed out the door when another family member walked inside the home. The woman grabbed Rocky from his own yard after he had been outside for just a few minutes. With Rocky back in loving arms, the family plans to spoil him after this harrowing experience.
He definitely steak. Whenever you love steak.
No steak. If I get him a steak bigger than him.
Yeah, he'll be able to have anything he wants, any treat Rocky wants is now on the menu. As for the woman involved in what appears to be a dog napping, police continue to talk to her. They say they were able to follow up on the Honda Pilot that she was driving at the time of this incident. Once again, they're continuing to talk to her, but at this point, there are no criminal charges.
Man, hell with that. Hell with that. Somebody said 10,000. I was being nice. I said 5. She needs to put at least 10 on it. I'm taking y'all recommendation. Somebody else said she needed to get 30 days in jail too. What if that dog was worth about, let's say, $5,000 or $10,000? That would be considered grand theft. And you came on my property, so ain't that trespassing? If I was them, I press charges. How about that? Let's go. Keep on moving forward to Miami. Let's go. We got a video shows the suspect that restrains a victim at the Havana invasion. I can't say these certain words. You guys be careful. Don't let people know how you move around and what you got in your house, because next thing you know, you have a friend of a friend of a friend coming to pay you a visit. And sometimes it goes a little something like this. But I do believe that there may be something else involved in this situation here. Got a situation that happened right here. I want you guys to see this real quick. And what they call it, video shows these suspects restraining victims with zip ties during a Little Havana home. Yeah, exactly. Let's go.
Only on Local 10 tonight, new surveillance footage showing the moments a home in Little Havana was invaded. 3 men accused of forcing their way in, zip tying a couple and ransacking the house. Local 10's Aaron Maven is live in Miami with the chaos caught on camera. Aaron?
Manhattan in the house.
And Nicole, chaos is the correct word. We have several new angles for you tonight showing this violent home invasion and the moment police arrived. A victim panicking and pleading for help after police say thieves stormed their way into his home, causing terror. This angle from inside shows the man struggling on the floor as the intruders overpower him. The victim continues to fight and call out for the police. Investigators say a woman who also lives on the property was attacked and tied up. You can see as the 2 men force their way inside the home, a third person involved appears to take a different route to find the woman. Investigators say the suspects, now identified as Augustine Hernandez, Rogelio Espina, and Yoamil Napales, demanded money and coerced the victim to open up a black safe.
Talking about, policia. He the police. Yeah, okay.
Which contained around $400 in cash. Police say the male victim was also robbed of his gold jewelry. Investigators say this attack and home invasion happened off Southwest A Street in Little Havana, December 29th around 10 p.m.
So how come he fell back like that? Just like he was a turtle and he couldn't move his arms or nothing like that. And I thought that was a taser, like he tased himself. It was a phone. What's going on with this right here, y'all? Because it looked a little suspect over here. I know, is he trying to get a little bit of insurance or something going on? Because that looked a little suspect. I don't know.
A report says when police showed up, the home was ransacked and the suspects were still inside. Police say both victims were injured. This officer sharing what he heard.
Once we arrived, we was hearing like knocking, banging on a thing. We hearing the people say
he became catatonic. I know that must mean that he just kind of like spastic or whatever like that. He definitely just froze up or whatever. And I know everybody else in the comments is saying the same thing. That did look fake. It looked fake. It's crazy to me. And another thing, you guys, watch your kids. Don't you hate when you go somewhere and kids be just running around all yelling and doing something, and they be over here on the phone or hanging out doing something else? Kids be all in the parking lot or whatever. You be like, yo, what's going on? But you know you better not say nothing. Oh, you better not say nothing about nobody kids, because the next thing gonna happen is, oh, well, who are you to be telling me how to raise my kids and telling me what to do, with the rubber and that? You be like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone. Meanwhile, yeah, a car accident or something like that. You're gonna wish you would have paid attention. Listen to this story right here. You're not gonna believe this. Same sort of situation. Miami. This video shows a suspect. No, here we go. I'm sorry. Haiti. No, matter of fact, no, I'm not even gonna listen to you because y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all messing up on this over here. I'm gonna do it over here. We got these parents that face charges after a toddler gets hurt by a wolf. Yeah, in Hershey Park. So they're just chilling, minding their business. They're over here, and the toddler's like a school bus limps away and sticks his hand inside the wolf habitat. And what did the wolf do? The wolf do what wolves do, right? Yeah, the wolves do what they do. Bit the baby in the hand, and now they got the parents talking about they neglectful. Look at this.
The parents of a 17-month-old whose hand was bitten by a wolf at Zoo America now facing child endangerment charges. Tonight, we're learning more about what police say happened and why the parents are in trouble. Thanks for being here at 6 o'clock. I'm Candace Felice. I want to bring in Maxine Rose, who has been working on this story throughout the day. You are live right now in Hershey, in Dairy Township, with the very latest on what we know about this investigation, Maxine.
Candace, police say the parents were sitting just about 30 feet away at Zoo America at a bench while also looking at their phones. By the way, that 30 feet away, just about the length of a school bus. That's when their toddler stuck their...
And you take your children to a zoo where there's animals and you just get on your phone and don't pay attention to what they're doing? You serious?
hand through a chain fence at that wolf enclosure.
That's unacceptable. It absolutely is unacceptable. I have 3 here today. And wherever they are, if they are wandering from us, we are right on it.
I think that we get one chance, one opportunity to keep our eyes on our kids, our grandkids. We have to take that into consideration at all times.
Charging documents state Carrie B. Sorter and Stephen J.B. Wilson are accused of child endangerment. Derry Township Police say evidence shows the parents had been, quote, paying attention to their cell phones at a bench about 30 feet away while their child was attacked by a wolf.
Cell phones have become our major distraction. People.
What was so important? Like, what are you doing? Trading stocks, buildings? Like, what do you got? You're a doctor and you following up with somebody's everlasting something that's going to be detrimental to their life. You got to be on that phone. What are you doing? And you got a toddler running around here in an area where there's wolves at.
People are getting hit on roads just because they're not paying attention. Car crashes, everything. We got to do better as a society.
You'll miss so much of their life because we're always looking down instead of looking up into their eyes and into their hearts.
Police say the 17-month-old had squeezed through a small opening in a wooden fence and then reached their hand through a metal fence into the wolf enclosure. That's when police say the wolf, quote, instinctively grabbed the child's hand with its mouth. Luckily, several bystanders were able to help pull the child away. Park officials say the child had minor injuries.
I have the toddler right here too.
So the baby was able to walk away, get through a fence, and then stick his hand through another fence. I think that was longer than a little 30 seconds away. It was probably more than that. And what was you doing? How long was that?
Yep, she could be tiring at times, but we're constantly holding hands. We're constantly listening for voices and responses to me.
Following the incident, a spokesperson for the park clarified that the child was not inside the enclosure and that safety is a top priority, writing in a statement, quote, our habitats are designed with multiple layers of protection and clear signage and barriers are in place to help ensure safe viewing. Guests are expected to remain within designated areas and closely supervise children at all times.
Oh, you mean common sense? Yeah, you mean common sense? Hershey Park, yeah. Yeah, and it's not cheap to go to the zoo, especially not in the Hershey Park. Disney's even more. Let's go, you guys. We got to put those prayers up for that baby and hope that this baby's guided the right way moving forward, got their eyes on, and the parents got their eyes on what's going on, and also that he heals up in a good manner where it's not nothing that's going to try to, give him any sort of dysfunction or any loss of digits or anything like that. We ask that today. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. This one right here, I don't want to really play it. This is like one of the most graphic that I've ever seen on Our Bottom Line or anywhere on YouTube. Situation here is where a Haitian illegal immigrant, that's the one I was about to say before, the Haitian illegal immigrant bludgeons a mom of 2. She's no longer alive anymore with a hammer in broad daylight. Yeah, gonna freeze it before it gets there, but that's what happened, you guys. Yeah, terrible. I don't know. These people just don't care about each other anymore. They're just they're just going to the extreme. People don't talk. I remember before, at least we used to walk around in a circle like this, be like, yeah, well, you say something, you do something, you do something. I mean, like, really? Like, we used to, like, front it off. Yo, you was just scared. Make it up out of there. Not anymore. You better not do that thinking somebody gonna walk away. Not anymore. You guys, story right here is a very sad situation, and I just wanted to, I still got to show it to you because it's a recent story. It's trending topics, current events. We got an alleged murderer who confesses to targeting a Florida woman in a gas station. And all this lady did was walk out that store, and that was it. She walked out the gas station, and that was the last time she walked out anywhere.
Gruesome video captures the moment an illegal migrant allegedly murdered a woman with a hammer in broad daylight outside a Florida gas station while he left her to die in a pool of her own blood. The gas station clerk, who has not yet been publicly identified, was pronounced dead at the scene at the Chevron gas station in Fort Myers. According to the Department of Homeland Security, the alleged killer's name is Robert Joachim. Court documents state that he provided a detailed confession of the murder, and in court on Wednesday, a detective revealed even more.
Did he specifically tell you that he went there to kill the victim in this particular case?
He did.
Detective Sage Washin had showed up to the gas station 2 days before the murder, where he was seen wearing the same clothes, a yellow graphic t-shirt and shorts, that he was wearing on the day of the alleged attack. In the moments before the horrifying killing, Washin was spotted in the parking lot, holding a knife and a mallet, which he used to strike an SUV, which was reported by Gulf Coast News to be the victim's car. When she came out in response, he allegedly began to bludgeon the defenseless woman. DHS says Dwashin is here illegally. He entered the U.S. from Haiti in August of 2022, where they say a federal judge issued him order for removal, but he was safe because of the temporary protected status that ran out in 2024.
Yeah, that's what happens when you keep people like this in the country that's not supposed to be here. What do you guys think about this?
The 40-year-old has now been charged with murder and criminal damage to property. In addition to Dwashin's reported confession, detectives revealed on Wednesday that he's also a suspect in a second case. ICE has put a detainer on the man and says he will be deported regardless of the outcome of this brutal killing, according to DHS. No motive has been revealed for the brutal murder.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. They just bring all of that stuff that they have in their mind and in their country over here. And then we get it in multitudes. We just get it. We just keep on dealing with it. I want to pray for her family. I want to pray for her soul. I want to pray for anybody that's been affected by this. If he hurt anybody before this, anybody that's involved in it, all of the family members that are suffering now because of the loss of their mom. They lost 3 children. Lost their mom when that happened right there, you guys. Terrible tragedy. Want to pray for every single one of them and hopefully that they're able to move on in life and get stronger and get through this tragedy. Amen. Crazy, man. It's bananas. And now we got this other piece of crap. He don't even care about his mom, but he tried to get rid of her. She's 75 years old. While he was hitting her, he literally said to her, why aren't you eyeing yet? Like beating his own mother. This other guy right here, this piece of crap, Long Island, 75-year-old lady. He's beating her. And he's like, why you not dying yet? What? Crazy, y'all. I don't know what's going on with these people. I keep telling y'all to keep these people at your house. I keep telling you to stop worrying about the one that got a mental problem. Oh, I just want to help him out. He's my cousin. I love him. Or what I told you do, you let him go stay with the grand aunt because she got an extra room. Or maybe he can help her out. No, he can't, because you never know what's going to happen once he snaps. And then he's already in the house, so there's nothing that nobody can do. And now she's stuck there with him. You guys got to think better, and you got to be careful about people that you let stay with you, especially if they give you a sign that they don't got it all upstairs. Let's go. Let's get on over here to Long Island. You ain't going to believe this right here.
This home here behind me at 23 Broad Street in Wilson Park, that's where police say the vicious attack happened. According to prosecutors in court today, the victim's son yelled at his mom during the attack, quote, why aren't you dying? And quote, why are you still breathing? Now this afternoon, we have new video where you actually hear Nassau County Police as they first respond to the home. Officials say they responded to 23 Broad Street just before 6 p.m. yesterday. Here, the 75-year-old woman who police and prosecutors did not identify told detectives that her son attacked her inside her home after the two got into an argument that turned violent. According to Nassau County Police and prosecutors, 37-year-old John Strano pushed his mother to the floor, repeatedly slammed her head on the ground, punched her in the face more than 36 times, and struck her with a metal clamp before fleeing the scene. Nassau County Police located Strano about a mile away from the home on the baseball field at Center Street Elementary School, where he was arrested hours after students had left for the day. The Herrick School District said it is aware of the situation, but has no comment. Back here in the neighborhood, witnesses told us what they saw.
I was coming up to the avenue to go to the store, and as I made a left right here on the block, I could see like 15 to 20 cop cars. I'm like, wow, this is serious.
Nassau County Police say the victim was seriously injured but is in stable condition at the hospital. Strano pleaded not guilty to a slew of charges, including second-degree attempted murder, 2 counts of second-degree assault, criminal obstruction of breathing, and fourth-degree criminal possession of a weapon. The judge ordered he be held
without bail. We're in Wilson Park, Nassau County. Jonathan Gordon, News 12.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's just not stopping, y'all. I need to go ahead and pray for the mom. 75-year-old lady. Luckily, she's still with us. And hopefully we understand that we got to protect our elderly in more than one way. Not just when they're sick and they're shut out and when they're hurting. We got to protect them by making sure that the people that we allow around them will not hurt them. I want to pray for her as well as all of the elderly people. I actually love older people. I like old people. You learn so much. They're so sweet. Learn a lot from old people. So I got a special place in my heart for elderly people. Anyway, I want to pray for this lady as well as all of the grandmothers and grandfathers, grand uncles, grand aunts out there. Everybody. Amen. Let's keep on going. Now we got to get on over to, is that the ketamine queen? Yeah, the ketamine queen. You guys know what's going on with the ketamine queen? She's been sentenced to 15 years for assisting in an murder with Matthew. I don't want to say so many words because you guys know what happens. Thank you so much. I'm a bitch sometimes. $2 on the super chat. Appreciate that. But also, if you have not hit that like button, if you like the show, if you do like it, you've been here for a certain amount of time, go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Come on now. Also, there's a bell right there. You hit that bell, and this way you find out when we're on. That's the post notification bell. It lets you know when we're on. Just keep on going, you guys. Let's do it. Got a situation here with the ketamine queen.
Has been sentenced to 15 years in prison for providing that ketamine that contributed to the death of actor Matthew Perry. Jasmine Sangha admitted in a plea agreement to working with another dealer to provide the Friends star with dozens of vials of the drug, including the dose that led to his death in October of 2023. Our Melissa Don and legal analyst Brian Buckmeyer join us now for more. So Melissa, what happened?
Yes, Kira. So as we were just learning that the woman reportedly known as the ketamine queen, she was just sentenced to 15 years in prison for providing the ketamine that killed beloved actor Matthew Perry. Now, in court just moments ago, there were moving victim impact statements, including from Matthew Perry's stepmother, who said, quote, "The pain you caused is irreversible. You clearly had a talent for making money, but you chose to hurt people." How sad. That was followed by Keith Morrison, that's Matthew Perry's stepfather, saying, "I feel bad for you. I don't hate you. You're a drug dealer. You supplied an addict," saying that Matthew was funny and brilliant and sad and miserable and happy and generous and kind and infuriating in every way. We also learned that the other person there, Kimberly McLaury, she's actually the sister of Cole McLaury. That is the individual who actually died of a drug overdose in 2019. That was unrelated to Matthew Perry, but he died by drugs that were also supplied by Sangha. His sister speaking to the judge and directing her comments to Sangha saying, "I texted you to stop selling ketamine. Being caught was the only thing that stopped you." So very, very powerful moments in court just now, Kira.
Well, Brian, we were talking earlier about what was going to influence the judge's decision on sentencing. We had talked about the fact that Sangha, had been talking about a book deal and capitalizing basically on Perry's death, which is just so sad. But then you hear about these impact statements that Melissa just described. Did that all play a part on what the judge decided here?
Yes, and I'll also add to the fact that the prosecutor asked for 15 years, and they pretty much got what they asked for. And in federal court, it's very formulaic in terms of how they get to the number of what the sentence will be. And I think what the judge is signaling here is that the math in which the government or the prosecutors went through in terms of determining 15 years is appropriate, even though 65 years was the ceiling here, I think the judge agreed with them in that sense, and that's why he gave them 15 years. It is somewhat surprising.
She should have got more money if they would have found out her trying to get that book deal. Oh, you want a book deal? Now we're giving you 25.
To me, though, because of all the things that you added, right? The talk about a book deal, the fact that not just one, but two people were killed in connection with this. And then, of course, you have people like, I believe, Debbie Perry, who did not speak at the sentencing hearing, but did submit a victim impact statement asking for the maximum of this case. And they went 50 years short of the maximum. That's somewhat surprising. I would have thought a little bit of a higher number than 15.
Yeah, let's pray for Matthew, Winter Rise's family members that they lost, because she's lost two family members that lost to prescription drugs, and anybody here who is affected or under the influence or can't get off, because we know how that is. Also, anybody here whose family members who have ever been affected by things like this, because these dealers, they don't care. They just care about the money. You see, all she's doing is taking vanity photos and just living lavishly off of what she's doing. I want to pray for everybody who's dealing with these diseases. And I want to pray that the Lord helps us all to help them to get out of these the spaces that they're in and be back to their normal lives. Amen.
But in the request, it makes sense.
So then why do you think it didn't go higher? You know, it surprised you. Why? In situations like this, is it usually a lot more time?
I think in situations like this one where a person is selling a drug that can kill people, I merely lean on my own experience as a federal defense attorney, SNY, EDNY. Whenever you have one who is part of a criminal enterprise that feeds drugs to someone and even remotely dies, you're looking at 20, 30, 40 years, regardless of where you are in that drug production. You could be a middle management, so to speak. But here's a ketamine queen of North Hollywood. I would have imagined this is the head of the snake, so to speak, right? 15 years sounds very light for that position, and the fact that those drugs knowingly ended up killing someone, and that person being the ketamine queen continued to sell. So that's somewhat shocking to me.
Shocking to us too. Everybody in the comments is saying the same thing, and thank you for coming up with your breakdown, because guess what? We actually believe you, and we with it. We understand, and that's exactly the same way that we feel, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward to Georgia, because we got a deputy that's been fired after a relationship with a gang member. I can say that. Oh yeah, she riding around in the car doing selfies and all that. Meanwhile, he in the pen on the phone with her. Can you believe this? I'm telling you, sometimes love can penetrate all sorts of places. And guess what? I guess they were really in love. That's right, Georgia, a deputy fired after a relationship with a gang member. She's outside telling information. He like, oh, ain't that them dudes from the south side? She's outside. Yeah, this is going crazy over here. Check this out, y'all. Georgia, come to the front of the stage, please.
Police officers take an oath to protect and serve their communities.
But we found in rare cases, some in law enforcement can find themselves on the other side of handcuffs.
She's trying to be like homegirl in Belly. Oh yeah, you know I got somebody on the inside, right? Yeah, I'm talking about Knowledge's girl. Remember her?
According to researchers at Bowling Green State University in Ohio, no government agency tracks arrests of law enforcement.
But the university's Henry A. Wallace Police Crime Database does. Its data shows each year between 2006 and 2021, the U.S. saw about 1,200 cases in which a police officer was arrested.
One recent case happened in Georgia. In October 2025, a sheriff's deputy found herself in hot water when an investigation uncovered her relationship had crossed the line.
Diana Santiago was fired right before she was taken into custody, but reporter Meredith Anderson uncovered problems that could have banned her from being a law enforcement officer in Georgia years ago.
It's no secret.
What's happening?
Almost every jail call is recorded.
I love seeing your beautiful face. You just give me life, bro.
No one should know that better than a law enforcement officer.
I love you.
I love you more.
But in 2022, then Richmond County Deputy Diana Santiago was recorded at least 27 times talking to an inmate at the Greene County Jail, putting your safety and the safety of her fellow deputies at risk. We'll get to that inmate in just a minute, but first, let's talk about those calls. In about half of them, Deputy Santiago is in uniform.
I'll sing it right now. I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? See your pretty ass soon as you walked in the door. Somebody said I should have sang Trap Queen. Cause she's this trap queen and you never letting go. And I get mine for my baby. Everything that I'm up in line with my baby. And I get out with my baby. I take alley-oops too. Come on now, throw me the alley. I got you. Boom, let's go.
I'm only doing it to make money for you. That's how we do that, both.
And yes, she's actually driving her patrol car in this video call.
I try not to work with
In some calls, she appears to be on duty.
Man, you're really trying to get paid.
Who?
He's just flying down here like an idiot, like he don't see a car right here.
At one point, she shows him where she is working. And another time, he brings up a gang by name.
Where you at?
Shirley Avenue.
Shirley, get on load.
Say, where you at? I'm on Shirley Avenue. Oh, them Shirley Avenue niggas, they be on that book. Like, she's telling everything.
Again, this was 2022. Fast forward to 2025 and Santiago's arrest in October. Documents show her connection to that same gang.
LOE. Lori say over everything.
According to her recent arrest warrant, she admitted to an intimate relationship with a member of LOE. It also says she admitted to visiting that member while she was on duty and using the Richmond County Sheriff's Office databases to look up information for him. That suspect is not the same person in these videos. This inmate is Raheem Brown, who at the time was facing felony drug charges in Greene County, but that's not all. Brown was arrested when he was out on bond on murder and armed robbery charges for a shooting that killed a man in 2021 at the Budgetel on 5th Street in Augusta.
I just want you guys to see what's going on out there, how easy it is to penetrate the law and penetrate different situations. You want to see this whole thing? It's a big story. Investigate TV. That's right, that's the channel. Just like that. Investigate TV. The clip is called Georgia Deputy Fired After a Relationship with a gang member. Inmate exposed. That's how we do it over here, you guys. We don't show the whole clip. I done gave you a whole 3 minutes. Normally, you know, we do the 2 and then we through. But yeah, I wanted you guys to dive a little bit deeper in that. Hopefully you go check that out. Something to look at while you're on your lunch break, while you're watching us again. Let's go. We got to keep on moving forward now because this right here just doesn't seem to make any sense at all. You're disgruntled instead of you quitting or walking off with a bunch of stuff. You know, sometimes people do things a different way. This fool decided to set the place on fire. Yeah. And his excuse is, you should have paid us more. When you guys see the damage and the stuff that happened with this story, you're not even going to believe it yourself. This fool right here deserves so much time, it's not even funny. Let's get on over to California, you guys. This here is crazy. We got a shocking moment where a disgruntled employee starts a massive Southern California warehouse fire, and he's saying that they should have paid us more. There's a new video circulating online which appears to show a disgruntled employee in a Shamo Abu starting a massive fire at the Ontario, California warehouse on April the 7th. In the clip, he seemingly posted this on Facebook stories before it went viral on all other channels. This is like a toilet paper place, man. Are you serious?
You know,
They said he used a lighter to ignite it.
we may not get paid enough to fucking live, but these bitches dirt cheap. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. There goes your inventory.
Yes, the 6-alarm blaze went for 4 hours, causing the roof of nearly 1.2 million square foot warehouse to collapse and required more than 130 firefighters to extinguish. Man, oh man, I don't know what type of time they're going to give him for that, but he deserved the whole thing. Should have paid us more. How about you should have just quit and found a better job that you felt that was better for you? I want to pray for anybody that was hurting the damage and all of this smoke inhalation, all of the firefighters that worked to get this blaze out, but it's unnecessary nonsense right here. And all of the people that lost their jobs now because the other people that work there can't go to work. Sad situation. Amen. This is ridiculous right here. That was ridiculous. That was crazy. It's crazy. Just quit. Just quit. Go find another job somewhere else. You guys, do me a favor. You never see stories like this but over here because we always find stuff that nobody else show. And if you appreciate that, do me a favor. Let's double tap that screen. That makes the lights go up. Also, the 3 dots, you can go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. Yeah. He threatened to do what? Oh my God. And he had a fake pow. Now you're mad because you ain't get no garlic sauce. Yes, we got to get into this story right here. Some people may get mad and they go back in the restaurant. You ain't give me no duck sauce. You ain't give me no soy sauce. But there is no reason why you take it this far. We got another story right here. I told you today was going to be pretty interesting, and we got a lot of them. We got a lot of them today. This is coming in from The Independent. This is April 7th, and we got this teenager who threatens to KILL a chicken shop worker over a garlic sauce. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. People can't talk anymore. They can't try to come to some sort of medium. That's why people just try to go straight to the extreme. And maybe that guy wouldn't have wanted to fight you or really do something to you if you had just talked to him or whatever. Sometimes y'all got to try to find a different way to get to the bottom of the solution. And he's working there anyway. Okay, ask him for the garlic sauce now. This you don't do. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
How many garlic did you put there?
How many garlics did you put there?
90 feet. No, how many garlic sauce?
How many garlic sauce?
No, 4.
He said 4.
How many?
So he goes home, discovering the wrong sauce after he brings his food home. I don't know how they got this footage. He waked up, he walked back to the chicken shop.
Are you giving me 4 burgers for that? For 3 garlic and 3 mayonnaise? I asked for 3 garlic and 3 mayonnaise. You gave me 4 burgers. Yeah. I asked for 3 garlic and 3 mayonnaise. What do you mean no? I asked you for 3 garlic sauce. I thought you were looking something. Open the door now. Right. I'm telling you now. I'm not killing myself.
We're nothing in your hands. There you go. And then what happens? You intimidate, threaten somebody, and then next thing you know, you got the law knocking at your front door.
Put your hands above your head. Hands up the door. I know. Okay. Slowly walk out, boy. Slowly. Okay. Now what I need you to do is turn around, face away from me. Interlock your fingers, put them on top of your head.
And they got the weapon too. It was a toy, but guess what? You don't play around like that. If you would have pulled that on them boys, they probably would have got you hot in there. Yeah, they found it right behind the cabinet. They tried to hide it. Yeah, okay. Officers locate the firearm in his residence. Yeah, all that for garlic sauce. There you go, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Road rage, nonsense. Sometimes, you know how Teddy P said, I think you better let it go. Doom, 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 doom. Looks like some garlic sauce. TKO. Leave it alone. If the man go back to, hey, you mind giving me 2 more garlic sauce? Curse him out a little bit. Whatever. Let's do it. Yes, that was in England, I think. But come on now. But it was fake. That's the whole thing about it. Now, what if he would have had a real one? All that for some garlic sauce. Let's go, y'all. Do your boy a favor, because you ain't going to see nothing like that nowhere else but right here. Do me a favor. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. I really would appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? I'll make a t-shirt that says, what are you waiting for? You know what that reminds me of? Everybody needs somebody sometimes. Let's keep on going, right? We got to get on over to Norton Street. We got this funded parolee that crashes and seriously hurts many people. I'm talking about he must have been going at a high rate of speed in order for this to happen. I'm talking about, I don't even know why you out on parole after doing this nonsense right here, you guys. This situation is pretty crazy. I want you guys to see what happened Tuesday afternoon as this 28-year-old man who police said he was on parole and he was left with life-threatening injuries after a high-speed vehicle crash in Norton. Let's go.
Rochester police say a 28-year-old
Rochester
man on parole caused a multi-car crash that shut down part of Norton Street earlier this afternoon. Rochester police closed the area between Bremen Street and Remington as emergency crews responded. At least 4 damaged cars, could be seen at the scene, along with debris scattered across the road there.
Now that's pretty crazy. That's a lot of damage right there.
According to police, the driver of a 2010 Volkswagen Jetta was heading eastbound on Norton Street at a high rate of speed when it entered an intersection and struck 3 other vehicles. All 4 adult drivers were taken to the hospital. Police said the driver of the Jetta suffered life-threatening injuries but has since been stabilized. Charges are pending against that driver who has not been named, but who is reportedly on parole for criminal possession of a weapon. The crash remains under investigation.
Get the record.
Man, I don't know if this is true or not. You guys are gonna have to let me know because I tried to do a little bit of homework just to make sure. But Cardi out here talking about somebody stole her credit card, y'all. Cardi B, that's right, y'all. And you know Cardi not gonna be quiet about it. Cardi said somebody stole her credit card. You guys, she's peed off about it. She said they stole her bank card and they went to the on a spree. She said she's hunting for them. You see the whole battery? It said interstate on the side of the battery, right? Yeah, that was crazy right there. Luckily, nobody got hurt. I want to pray for that situation as well. And hopefully nobody got hurt. And we get this guy off the streets because that was pretty crazy. That was a sad situation right there for the parolee and all of those people that suffered and got all of their cars messed up. Don't want to get in front of that situation. And we want to pray that they didn't get hurt. Amen. But Cardi, I said, but Cardi, she said somebody stole her credit card, y'all, and she ain't happy about this. Let's go.
As soon I was gonna call my accountants when I saw that Apple purchase. She called me before I even called her. She was like, "Yeah, some funny activities is going on." So let me tell you something. As soon as we saw that it was a funny activity going on, we completely cut off the credit card. But guess what? We automatically called those stores. We called the Saks and we called the Apple store. Let me tell y'all mother something. Y'all going to jail. I got clear pictures of you mother trying to get money out of a chase, which mind you, you can't get money out of. Well, that's another thing about my credit card. You cannot get money out of my credit card. Like it's like you can't just go to an ATM and just think no. But y'all tried it, so y'all tried it on the chase. So I got pictures of y'all going to chase. I got clear pictures of y'all in Saks, and I got clear pictures with y'all on Apple. Because one thing about me, I don't play about my fucking money. Like let me tell you, and I'm gonna tell you how y'all look. Y'all look Arab, and y'all look Dominican. Like y'all in between, but to me, y'all giving more like I don't know, like the Middle Eastern look. One of you is broad-headed with a very thick beard. One of y'all look like y'all in your early 20s with curly black hair. One of y'all got a gray silver jacket and you got a stomach. And one of y'all is short and bald with a beard. So it's for y'all mother. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all are going to jail. Y'all going to jail by the end of the week. Yeah, I got clear pictures of y'all. Clear in all three locations. And guess what? You're lucky. You're lucky that I don't got your address. Because if I get your address before these people that got these people that's doing the investigation on y'all, that got the pictures of y'all, if I get the address before them, I'm gonna get y'all beat the up. Word to my mother. I'm gonna get my to spank the out of y'all. Y'all tried the wrong card. Yeah. I ain't like one of these rich people that is like, oh, I don't notice. $1 can be spent out of me. I don't play when it comes to my bread. Y'all really tried it. And I really want to post y'all pictures up. But my security said don't, because then it's gonna get in between the investigation. But y'all really, yo, I got clear pictures, yo, word to everything. As soon as I saw that notification, I was like, that's $40,000. What the? Then when I saw that app, because who the fuck is spending $20,000 in Apple? Oh, me and my accountants was like, somebody's doing fraud. Oh, hell no. But it's so funny. So funny. 30 minutes after that purchase, that Apple purchase, we already had your location. Baby, all those 3 stores that y'all went to, not the stores, y'all went to Chase, y'all went to Saks, and y'all went to Apple. Bitch, we got clear pictures of you, mother.
All right, y'all. But you know what, Carter? You know what they say. Sometimes when you do stuff, it might take a long time for things to catch up to you, but sometimes they do. We do remember you saying that you was waiting for guys to fall asleep and you was going in them pockets like doom 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 Yeah, you did say that you was hitting them fellas' pockets. So you know what? Payback. I know you niggas from way back. Payback. I know you from way back. Yeah, that's the payback right there. Sometimes you never know what forms it comes back in. But yeah, if you ever taken something from somebody, sometimes it comes back and bites you in the butt. So yeah, luckily she got her credit card back and she found out who it was, and they're doing an investigation, and none of those came through. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. No, she actually did say that she did that. She admitted it herself. I don't make things up about people. I don't have the time. That's right, karma. That's right. You know that person named Karma, the comeback kid, comes back when you're never expecting them. There you go. Let's get on over to Cincinnati, you guys. There you go. I remember that show. See, every time I think about a state, something pops up. Remember that? I'm at WKRP. Yeah, and I'm not that old. In Cincinnati. Let's go. That was my grandmother. We got a cop that was caught on video in a bizarre. I'm gonna just say it like this. Let's try to remember. You guys know where I'm going with it. Benny Hill. And I'm talking about he tried to arrest this guy. He pushed him off. The guy falls on the ground. The guy runs around in a circle, gets on his bike and pedal bike, a BMX, not a mountain bike or a racing bike, runs and gets on his bike and literally pedals away from the police officer. If this ain't Benny Hill / Keystone police officer work, I don't know what is. I'm telling you guys, I know what I'm talking about. We got a video coming out this lady's window in Cincinnati. A cop is caught on video in a bizarre cat and mouse chase with a man, and this video went viral. Check this out. Only thing they're missing is Benny Hill music in the back, so I'll do it. He's slow. I can even go get my bike if I get some distance on him. Here we go. In reverse, pushes him down. He tried to take the bike the first time. Then he pushes in on him. You guys see this Benny Hillness going on here. Yes, that was some real Keystone copping / Benny Hill official work right there, you guys. And like I always tell you, you were not going to see that anywhere else but right here on Our Bottom Line. So if you appreciate the content, do your boy a favor and double tap that screen to get those likes up. Look at Kalesiv. That was the slowest chase I ever saw. You saw the slow down? He don't even rush the car. He knows he's home. 10-4 on them donuts. Roger that. Bro needs a physical. I would be shook. Yeah, those cops need to pass the test. I think that was wild. Let's keep on going over to Atlanta, y'all. We got this Metro Atlanta tax preparer who's been accused of inflating returns to make more money. She's trying to get paid. She's trying to get people locked up, to be honest with you. You ever get somebody that's like, hey, I'll do your taxes for you. And the next thing you know, you're supposed to get $1,500 back, but it says that you're getting $15,000. Would you keep the $15,000 or would you send it back in? I don't know. What you guys think? Check this out. Let's go. Let's see what's been going on with this lady in Atlanta. Some people probably said that it wasn't me until they got caught. They probably was in on it though, huh?
A Douglas County tax preparer is facing allegations she falsified customers' documents to illegally inflate tax returns. Those customers reached out to Channel 2 investigative reporter Ashley Lincoln. Ashley joins us live in Douglas County. What did those customers do after discovering thousands in their bank accounts, Ashley?
Well, George, those customers didn't want to get in trouble with the IRS, so instead they took that money that they say they did not earn from that refund and gave it back to the federal government.
The check was over $10,000.
Supposed to get back, I think it was like $1,500 in refund. These taxpayers tell me when they saw those high figures, they had questions.
It was
livid.
They blamed tax preparer Shannon Melton of Melton, Wagner, and Blake LLC, alleging she didn't pocket refunds but instead inflated returns to charge higher fees.
Falsifying information to inflate a return to charge a higher fee.
This customer, who asked to remain anonymous, says he paid nearly $2,500 to file his taxes when he received a $10,000 refund. He says he discovered documents were allegedly falsified by Melton.
The numbers were inflated. $15,000 in expenses that I didn't incur.
He says he filed a police report for theft by deception. Documents indicate a warrant was obtained. He also received this IRS letter warning his taxes were filed as a self-preparer.
I contacted the IRS. They said there was nothing ever sent.
Another man says Melton created a PIN in his name, filing his taxes without his knowledge.
This is illegal what she's doing.
Records show Melton does not have a federally required preparer tax identification number. We called Melton. She declined to comment. Both men say they've spent thousands to correct their IRS accounts and avoid penalties.
What she's doing is like fraudulent activities. She's charging a whole lot of money and pretending to be a licensed or professional tax preparer.
And again, both men have filed police reports, one in Gwinnett County, the other in Henry County.
Did y'all see that? They put in that they did it themselves. So she tried to put it on there like she didn't even do their taxes for them. She sent it into the IRS like they did their own taxes. So they can take the blame and the hit on themselves. Be careful out there, you guys. What's good? The grass ain't always greener on the other side. And even if they do tell you, oh, I can get you a whole bunch of money. I can get this deduction, that deduction. You got to question that stuff as well, because you're going to be the person that gets audited. Do your boy a favor, because again, we love to get information out like this to people that don't know what's going on. I'm sure we got a lot of people here that's getting a lot of information. Let's go ahead and get those likes up to 500. What we're going to do if we get those likes up to 500, we going back in, y'all. Let's do it. How we going to do it right now? That's right, you guys. We're going to give away some merch. That's what we're going to do. Sometimes you got to entice the crowd. So we're going to give away some keychains. Let's give away 6 keychains, but only if you hit that like button and we get over 500. If y'all don't got 5 on it, nobody getting jack. I'm telling you right now, we're going to give away 6 keychains. We're running low, but we're at the end of the road with the keychains. 6 of these, because we're going to come up with a whole new style. We're going to go into new styles, right? So this is going to be the first style that we're making. Then we got another style coming probably in another 30 days. We got about 50 pieces left. So I'm going to give away 6 pieces of keychains and 6 decals if we get over 500 likes. I'm going to give 6 people 6 keychains and 6 people 6 decals. That's how we do it over here. We try to play it fair. So let's get something going on over here. See if you guys want to be a part of the show. We see a lot of people that have not gotten their keychains for whatever the reason is. Here's your chance right here. Hit that like button. Let's get it going. Get your decals as well. Let's go. Let's see what's going on here.
In the meantime, we checked with the state and found her business license has been dissolved. Reporting live tonight in Douglas County, I'm Ashley Lincoln, Channel 2 Action News.
That don't mean that she still might not get them silver bracelets, those one size fits all silver bracelets. Silver bracelets, they're one size fits all for everybody. Y'all remember that? Whoever been around for a long time. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys, because yes, we get into that part of the show that you know. Let me see something. Not yet. We still got a little more to go. We got to get on over to the Easter Bunny. That's right. We got the Easter Bunny who out here saving people. Easter Bunny. That's right. If you see something going on and you get hurt or something happens to you and you're looking all around for somebody to help you, if it's Easter, who else to go get some help from but the Easter Bunny? Check this out, you guys. You're not even going to believe this story right here. Someone got in trouble. You're not. I'm talking about what? You're going to love this one right here. Wait a minute. Boop, 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 boop. I think this is it right here. Is this it right here? No, that's not it right there. Oh, yeah, Bakersfield and the Easter Bunny. This is crazy right here. Check this out, you guys. I want you guys to see this. We're going to go on over to Bakersfield.
That, a dispute took place between the residents and 2 visitors who arrived to a home, which escalated and led to the shootout. But what neighbors were telling me, witnesses in the community were saying, well, if 2 people are injured, why did it take so long for a medical team to respond? On Easter Sunday, 2 people, including a boy, were shot in a southeast Bakersfield neighborhood. I had the chance to speak with some of the witnesses, including one that was dressed as the Easter Bunny.
We just hid behind my friend's car, and then I helped him put pressure and gave him water and put his head on my lap and just tried to make him feel as comfortable as possible.
Did he have to leave the suit on to make to do the report? We understand you saved somebody as the Easter Bunny. You know what I'm saying? But did you have to leave it on to do the report?
Something else witnesses told me is that the boy was on the ground for nearly 30 minutes before a medical team arrived. I wanted to know, why did it take so long for an ambulance to get there? I reached out to Hall Ambulance to get answers. Although they were unable to speak about the specific response time in this case, they told me, quote, County of Kern response time performance standards require Hall Ambulance to respond within 8 minutes or less 90% of the time. I also wanted to know if ambulance staffing was affected by the Easter holiday. A Hall spokesperson declined to answer my question. Bakersfield police tell me the 911 call came in around 4:58 p.m.
Got the Easter Bunny out here saving people. And the little boy said, he asked the little boy, what made you run over to the Easter Bunny? He said, well, I thought that he was the safest person to run over to. Oh, that was cute. That was cute when he said that. I thought that that was pretty cool. He said, I'm running over to the Easter Bunny. That's who I'm going to get to help me. Hell with all y'all. I see the Easter Bunny over there. We got to keep on. I'm talking about anything we make up nowadays will probably come to fruition. I want to pray for the little boy. Hope he gets 100% recovery. And yes, I want to pray for the Easter Bunny, who would not come out of costume for nothing. That's right, you guys. The Easter Bunny. Amen. Let's keep on going forward. Better than Ozempic. Lose belly fat fast. Y'all didn't know it was coming. You didn't know it was time. That's right. Health and wellness section is time right now. Going to put some fat on our brain so we can learn a few things right here from one of our favorite doctors. That's right, you guys. Dr. Eric Berg. We're going to do something right now to get you guys understanding that belly fat, a lot of us have it. You know, we hit that extra hot dog, that extra burger, and it just tastes so good, especially when you melt the cheese on the top of it and you put the ketchup on there and you close the top down and you just get that first bite and then you smell it at the same time as you're biting into it. I understand. But guess what, you guys? We got to eat better around here. We got to watch what we're putting in our bodies. And there's ways to cut down that fat around the belly. And trust me, once you lose that, you're going to be feeling so much better. We have a couple of people here. I know we do because they say it in the comments. I can't do that. I can't get down like that. My stomach won't allow it. Guess what? This clip's for you. And we're not calling nobody out because guess what? I get a pack sometimes too. We got 6 foods that will forever prevent you from losing your belly fat. I want you guys to stay away from these 6 foods because if you're trying to get rid of belly fat, these are the ones that will keep that fat on you. We're talking about the visceral fats. It's the fat around the organs that keeps your body in a state of inflammation. We do not want that fat. We don't want that fat. We do not want it. If it promotes inflammation, that's our enemy. We want to know a couple of things. A couple of words are enemies of ours. Inflammation is one of them. So if you hear anything like that causes it, that promotes it, we don't promote it, we go against it. Come on over here, guys, because again, it's our time to get into the health and wellness section with Dr. Eric Berg. And of course, I made sure that I put this clip inside of the link in the description right down there so you guys can go check it out later. I want you guys to please take as much information as you can. Any recommendations, I will ask that you try to ask your doctor before you do these things. And if it's going to help you guys out, please report back to us that you really got something out of the information that you got. It's time to go. We got Dr. Berg Shorts. This is a short right here. B-E-R-G. That's the channel. Dr. B-E-R-G Shorts. And this is better than Ozempic. Lose belly fat fast. Not even gonna wait. We're gonna get right into it, you guys. Let's go. Let's get it.
If you want any chance of burning off belly fat, you need to watch this entire video. I'm gonna explain 6 foods that will directly prevent you from ever losing your belly fat. I'm talking about a type of fat called visceral fat. That is the fat around the organs, keeps your body in a state of inflammation. And when your own fat is inflamed because you have visceral fat, that alone keeps you from burning it. Let's start with the first food. It's this right here. Low-fat yogurt. 27 grams of carbohydrate. There's only 19 grams of sugar, but there's an additional 8 grams of hidden sugar as starch, but they don't.
Remember, we always stay away from the starches. Why? Because starches do the same thing that sugar does, and it's just filler. Starches are filler. Trust us. Remember, those cakes and stuff, they use starch to make it bigger.
Really tell you. You have to read and understand the label, because the first ingredient is low-fat milk. The second is sugar, water, and then the next one is modified food starch. That is hidden sugar.
So when you think that your yogurt is good and it's good for you, it's really not.
What it is right here. It's a powder. And let me tell you about industrial starch. It's not just modified food starch. It's modified cornstarch, maltodextrin, and many other types of starch. The reason why it's worse than sugar is that it's not really sweet. So people are consuming a lot more of it than actual sugar. If you look at the glycemic index, it turns into glucose a lot faster than table sugar turns into glucose. So even though it's not classified as a sugar, it acts like a sugar, but worse than sugars. It's creating this constant elevation of blood sugar, which is going to burn out your pancreas a lot faster. It's going to lead to more diabetes.
We don't want that. That's what we don't want over here. None of that is what we want. Thank you so much, Demolition Man, for the $2 super chat. Fasting will take all of that. Will take off all of that. Yes, you got it. We talked about that the other day. If you guys do intermittent fasting or fasting, it will help out so much. There you go, Mr. Demolition Man. You know what you're talking about.
Really wild is the purpose of the starch in food is just to act as a filler. It's something to add bulk in a product. Industrial starch goes through high heats, chemical processing, deodorizers. They take out the color with the
deodorizers. They start taking the color out. They add colors back. I don't want none of this crap. And this is in yogurt.
different chemicals. So you're ending up with this like completely dead product that then has to be flavored, colored. And if we look at the bottom of the label, it'll say made with bioengineered food ingredients. That is another word for GMO, genetically modified ingredients, creating this appearance of very healthy, but it's not very healthy. Next food item we're going to talk about is processed meat. Processed meat is very different than grass-fed beef.
Processed meat, hot dogs, yes, your bacons, anything that's processed, you guys, anything that they got to put that honey on or whatever, coated or whatever like that, processed. Anything that they send it through a machine, processed. Let's get into it, you guys, especially when it says mechanically separated chicken parts. Whoa, let's get into it, y'all.
We're going to take a look at this chicken hot dogs with pork added. The first ingredient is called mechanically separated chicken. What the hell is mechanically separated chicken? That is a refined product where they process it. I'm not even objecting to that one. Okay. What I am objecting to, the corn syrup is actually made from the corn starch. This is an industrial sugar that will really spike your blood sugar. It's not healthy. And when you add sugar to meat, what you're going to get is something called advanced glycated proteins. They're not very healthy. They have to use high heats. They use ammonia, sometimes chlorine.
What are you talking about? What do you mean ammonia? What do you mean chlorine? I just want to eat some meat. That's it. I want to eat a sandwich. What's going on here?
To kill the bacteria. This is the stuff that they put in the chicken nuggets and a lot of the other breaded chicken meats. Of course, they also added the modified cornstarch in here as well. You don't want to buy a hot dog that has that much starch and sugar. A much better hot dog would be something like this. Let's take a look at these ingredients. Organic grass-fed beef. Then we get sea salt, organic vinegar, baking soda, organic garlic, organic spices. Take a wild guess how much carbohydrate is in this. 0 grams. Here you are trying to lose weight, thinking that you're eating all this great protein when in fact you're not. The next food I want to talk about is Pop-Tarts. Sugar, starches, and seed oils.
I know you love them. You put them in the toaster. All you got to do is grab them and get out of there. But I'm sure that us, once we got older, we know better than to eat the Pop-Tart. First of all, it's too sweet. And I'm sure you graduated from that high of a sweetness level, once you got to a certain age, I hope.
Rice starch, dextrose, which is synthetic sugar, and gluten, which is something that can irritate a lot of people's gut because gluten is the only protein that humans can't digest. If you're trying to lose belly fat, those are things that will completely stop you 100%. The next one we're going to get to is my favorite, the Atkins products. This gives you a perception that, wow, it's keto friendly. It's
So, you know, the Atkins, you're going to think it's good because of the name, right? And Dr. Atkins was very prominent about health and everything. You guys got to remember also, just like other corporations, when people pass on or when they sell their corporations, who buys them? Other companies. You think those companies care about the standards and the practices that you put into those companies, that you put into those products? No, they're chasing a buck. Let's go. Be careful when you're buying stuff. You gotta still make sure that these people still own these businesses as well. Let's go.
low carb, 1 gram of sugar. You're automatically thinking, man, this is great. Until you read the ingredients, milk protein concentrate and then the soy protein isolate.
Walter
These are
says
very
I'm butcher.
low quality proteins. The cheapest proteins you could possibly imagine. The very bottom contains bioengineered food ingredients. It's not truly nutrient dense. It doesn't come from any real food. It's highly processed. If Dr. Atkins ever knew that this company would end up like this, he'd probably be very upset. I know I would be upset if someone started to market this under my name. But typically, when you consume these so-called keto-friendly foods, they add a lot of fiber in there. It's usually industrial fiber, synthetic fibers. So you're going to get a lot of bloating, diet.
Fibers. That means it's not even it's not even food. So you're gonna get bloating, diarrhea, indigestion. And y'all do me a favor, just know right off the top. Anything that says from concentrate, you gotta know it's not the original. You go buy that ocean spray and all of that. If it says from concentrate, it's not the actual berries, it's not organic, and it's not good for you because they had to take it through a process, especially concentrated orange juice like Sunny Delight and stuff like that. He's gonna say that might as well be liquid candy. Let's go. Let's keep it going.
Diarrhea. Over time, we're going to find out that that's going to really affect our weight, just like artificial sweeteners have been found to create more problems with our gut, converting into things that then lead to insulin resistance and more weight gain problems. The next food we're going to talk about is juice. First thing you see is 100% vitamin C. You're like, wow, healthy. But when you read the ingredients, this only contains 5% actual juice. Let's see what the ingredients are. Oh, wow. Water and high fructose corn syrup. This is literally liquid candy. I think this is false advertising. They shouldn't be able to put that on there. Now, the other thing that's interesting about this is they'll have a concentrated orange juice. That means that that juice could be sitting up to a year in a vat, losing all of the nutrition. Then we take it out and then we add water to turn it into something not very nutrient dense. If we're talking about actual juice, like orange juice, that usually has...
Somebody else said concentrate also. Collective said it also doesn't always mean it comes down in the USA.
More sugar than soda. It's a lot of fructose. Fructose cannot be broken down by all of your cells. Only your liver can process that fructose. What happens because of that is your liver starts generating a lot more fat. It creates...
And then you get the fatty liver because it's trying to process all of that. Exactly.
It's more of a fatty liver than actual glucose, because with glucose, at least all your cells can metabolize it. With fructose, only the liver can break it down.
You guys are appreciating the health and wellness section of our bottom line today. I'd really appreciate you guys if you could hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, become a member if you have not already. We do this every single day. Why? Because we care about each other. Also, you guys got videos that you want me to look into and see what's going on with them to help the community. I'm looking for growing videos that help, so inside growing, starting seed plantings and things like that. We're looking for anything health and wellness, breathing techniques, anything with the eyes. What is health and wellness? If it makes you feel good, if it's good for you, it's wellness. Let's keep on, you guys. Let's be a family over here and share the secrets to help each other out. I don't care if it's a trick to make your nasal passages go through. What is it? Let's share it. Come on, y'all. We have a Discord now that you guys should have already been part of. Our Discord has a bunch of the family that leaves here and they go right over there and keeps the stories going. We're a family over here. We share information. That's what I'm trying to create. Information for all of us to be able to be beneficial off of, hopefully to live longer. So share it with me too. Let's go.
Next product I want to talk about is agave nectar. It's something like between 15 and 30 on the glycemic index. Now, how can that be? It's a sweetener. It tastes just like sugar syrup. Well, that's because 80 to 90% of it is fructose. Only a very tiny bit of it is glucose. You don't.
I went over there yesterday trying to see if I could buy some certain types of, maple syrups or certain things. And I'm like, wait a minute, agave. I put it in Chat GPT statement. It's like, no, agave is definitely not what you want. High fructose. So yeah, you know what you guys need to really do? If you're not using AI for anything else, how about use it when you go shopping and just ask it about products? What do you think about this food right here? What do you think about this? And after a while, it's going to learn your standards and it's going to start saying, no, not for what you're trying to do. You're looking for something like this. Yes, let's use AI for a reason. Grok, Grom, use it. Use ChatGPT for things like this. Let's go.
You want to consume things that are very high in fructose. That's going to really mess with your liver. Coconut sweetener would be better. Also, honey is better if it's raw. But if you're trying to lose weight, probably not a good idea, because anytime you consume sugar and starch, you're going to spike the glycemic index, and that's going to bump you out of ketosis. One little side point about insulin. I think it'd be super valuable for all these doctors to do periodic screenings of testing your insulin, because
I'm going to ask you guys to ask your doctor to do this. He said that doctors don't do it. He's a doctor. So if doctors don't do it, there's nothing wrong with asking your doctor, can they do it, especially if it's something that's going to prevent something from happening down the line. We're going to rewind a little bit so you guys can see what he's talking about here. Let's go.
About insulin. I think it'd be super valuable for all these doctors to do periodic screenings of testing your insulin, because your insulin will go high about 15 years before your blood sugars start elevating. But we don't do that. Doctors don't test insulin. It's going to be left hidden to the point where eventually your blood sugars will rise, and then you have diabetes, and it's been brewing in the oven for 15 years. And well, now we got to put you on medication. But lastly, I'm going to get into mayonnaise, which basically is mostly
Starch and corn syrup. Mayonnaise, I know you guys love it. They always have a joke about mayonnaise and white folks. I know the joke. I'm not going to go there. Yeah, we know you love the mayonnaise, but guess what? Get away from that damn mayonnaise. It ain't no good for you. Mark, God bless you. Glad that you're here. And hopefully, everything that we're doing right now is a mission to get ourselves better again. Let's work on each other, you guys, and let's try to share some information. Let's go.
soy oil processed through industrial heats, hexane chemicals. You're getting a lot of extra things that you don't really want. This type of fat goes into your fat cells and it doesn't get burned like saturated fat. It stays in your fat cells longer. And so when you consume this and you're just storing this in the fat cell, I think this is behind a lot of chronic disease. And time is going to prove that, especially since they call these oils heart healthy. And that's going to be a class action suit waiting to happen. Now you know at least 6 foods and the ingredients in those foods to stay away from if you really want to lose your belly fat. We're good. If you want any...
We rock with Dr. Berg over here. Better than Ozempic. Lose belly fat fast. This is Dr. Berg Shorts. We rock with Dr. Eric, E-R-I-C, Berg, B-E-R-G. You guys got anything out of that? I'm hoping that you guys got something out of that as far as information. Do you guys think that we had a good health and wellness selection for today? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'll keep on finding information like that. I'll keep on digging even deeper. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I need to know. You guys appreciate that? That's right. I'll keep on hunting. We're going to keep on rocking with Dr. Berg, and we're going to keep on trying to be healthy and work out our community. Fasting and water. You want the best damn hamburger you ever had? Eat a tablespoon of mayonnaise in the meat for every pound. Okay, avocado mayo is good for us. Or so I thought. Yes, there you go. What we got, Primal Kitchen, is the mayo to use. Love it. Thanks for sharing. Thank you very much as well. I really appreciate you too, Audrey. That's right. We got to keep on doing this. Absolutely. The health and wellness has been a life-changing for I love it. I love the way that we can walk away without being informed. I can't walk away without being informed. Thank you so much, Winter. I put mayo on grilled cheese, makes it crispy. Ew. Ooh, no, you didn't just say that. Woo! Let's keep on going. Let's go. If you can't read it, don't eat it. I had to say that, Teddy. I like it. If you can't read it, don't eat it. If you can't pronounce it, don't bounce it. Let's keep on going, y'all. We got to get on over here to some of our friends. That's right. He's walking without the wheelchair. He's walking without the wheelchair. He's walking And I hope you're ready to see. That's right, you guys. None other than who? Lynn and Nova. It's time for us to show you his progress. I told you guys he'd be walking by the springtime. Well, guess what? It's spring again. Everybody knows it's spring again. We're gonna get on over to Lynn and Nova as we hang out with them at their therapy session. And look at Nova looking so happy and dapper inside of there. Let's go, you guys. Let's see what's going on with Lynn and Nova because they're doing their journey to walk again.
Got the
If you notice, they're going to use less water now and they're going to make him do a lot more work. But guess what? Nova doing his thing.
Oh, look at them legs shaking. They shaking. All right, we got less water, buddy. You got this.
Yeah, step no.
Less water. You got this.
There we go. Come on, step no. There we go.
Good job. Yeah.
I don't care if you're wobbly. I don't care that we trying
And yes, we love the therapist. Anybody that does a job like this, I just want to tell you guys, God bless you from my heart. I love people that take care of animals because of the way that's just so unconditional.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. You can use your tail as balance. It's fine. Yeah. It's actually very fun. Good boy. There you go. Yeah.
Yum, yum.
Good job. Trying to do a little bit of this. That's like right at the line of his knees.
This reminds me of Rocky.
Alright. Keep going, kid. Yeah. Good job. There you go.
He's doing it all on his own. He has no harness on no more. They're not helping him. Look, you got to move it, move it. You got to move it, move it. And you said, what a fun job.
Very nice. It's like I have a face in band.
She said, where's mommy? I said, girl, he all in his Dixie cup.
You got it? Yeah.
So you see where they did the surgery at right there for his IVD when he wasn't able to walk, you guys. Nova's come through this. I'm talking about, let me just tell you guys, if it wasn't for Lynn, Lord knows where he'd be right now. I'm talking about that mother right there. She loves this dog. I'm talking about she was not having it until he got better. She was not having it. She wasn't.
Yeah.
Soon as we pull up over there in that parking lot, he be hipping and hobbling across the car. He's ready to get out. He be fussing, y'all. He be fussing. He know exactly what we in.
Okay. We love you too. That's so funny.
It's frozen baby food to keep him wanting to walk to it. Baby food.
I love it.
Like baby food. That's what they give him.
Man, he looked straight in.
He said, now I know yourself. No way. Nice. No grabs, no nothing, no nothing.
Nothing.
No nothing. Barely any help. I'm just the rudder. Whatever you want to call this. Nice job. I know. You're doing good. You're doing good. I know. You got this. You're catching yourself really good. There you go.
And when they left,
There's my phone.
Hold on. Come on.
What did I say about that? I don't know if I'm gonna allow you back.
Thank y'all. You got the pee-pee? Stand up. Stand up, pee-pee.
and Lynn is the perfect therapist. She's like, stand up. She do not let him give up. She's like, you gonna work too, boy. Stand up. She don't give up on her boy. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Come on, buddy. Come on.
I wanted you guys to see the actual work and the actual footing and the actual walking and understand something. He's gonna get a little tired right now because he's been training, he's been working. So we're not gonna be able to see it all day with him being perfectly balanced and standing. So some of the stuff that you guys see, yes, he's still dragging a little bit, but that's progress from where he was at. You guys see it.
I'm so glad ain't nobody parked over here on this side. Cause this you got pee-pee? Come on. Stand up. There we go. Walking in the pen. Okay. Okay. Ready? Come on. Come on, buddy.
He's like, y'all got me tired. I understand you want me to walk, but I'm tired. That's right, you guys. I'm just so happy for Nova. I'm happy for Lynn. Because I told you guys I did not know. I was so scared for them. I did not know if they were going to make it out. And he is going for it. He keeps that smile on his face. There's a whole bunch more of that video that you guys could see. I'm just going to tell you, if you're not subscribed to Lynn and Nova and you want to feel good, I think you need to go look at that entire therapy session. He goes in there. He loves the therapists. They love him. They get excited and light up when he comes in. Some people in the comments are saying it's probably the best job ever. And I don't see, yeah, probably the best job ever. I would love to have a job like that too. I love animals and we love dogs around here, you guys. That's right. We want to pray for Nova. We want to pray for Lynn. And if you guys support the show, let's go ahead and double tap that screen and get those likes up. Amen. Let's get those likes up to get more people over here to get inspired, to have a good feeling, to get inspired about our stories and so that we can share like the family that we are. I ain't leaving yet because I got one thing I want to show you guys. Yeah, it's nice on the playing field sometimes too, but we also have those other people too. If you're any MOP fans out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Nobody told me there were sharks in the water, so I'm gonna mess around in the water. It's frigidly cold and dark in the water, and I don't want to hear nothing but, there you go. One time for my, two times for my, you gotta stay in the pocket, baby, it's cold game. We gonna see, that's what I'm talking about. Sharks in the water from MOP. If y'all wanna hear a banger, y'all like hip hop, hardcore? I know y'all heard how about some hardcore. But if you want to hear a banger that'll make you wake up in the morning and just be looking around like, go listen to MOP, Sharks in the Water. And speaking of Sharks in the Water, that's right, you guys, it ain't over. We got to get on over to New Jersey because these guys have a great dark surprise. Imagine you guys are on a boat and it's about 16, 18, whatever inches long, right? Small boat, but you get covered. Next thing you know, you're under you is a great white. I'm talking about a great white so big, just like Jaws, that could have took them out. Let's go, you guys. Let's get on over to New Jersey. But they're not even expecting to see anything like this. You guys are going to trip on this when y'all see this.
Heart-stopping moments off the Jersey Shore. A group of fishermen have a close encounter. Wait for it. A great white shark. CBS News. Allie Bauman is in Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
These fishermen were nearing the end of a 13-hour day at sea, but the sight of a shark certainly woke them up. Roughly 18 feet long and about 3,000 pounds, this great white shark was hungry.
When you're out there in a boat like that with a fish that big, you feel very small.
These 5 fishermen left Toms River in the middle of the night Monday. Hours later, and about 30 miles from the shore of Seaside Heights, they spotted a shark in the distance.
You just saw the dark coloration on the top and some white on its side.
And that wasn't no baby shark, doo-doo-doo-doo. That was a mommy shark, doo-doo-doo-doo, or a daddy shark. It wasn't not a baby shark at all, y'all.
Circled 2 or 3 times before it actually came at us aggressively. And then it just snapped like that, and it attacked our chum bag, tore the chum bag off the boat.
Its teeth scratched the stern.
Kind of got some battle wounds over here.
And could have done a lot more damage.
I think it could have easily, if it wanted to, slid into the boat. It was like being in the movie Jaws. There's the closest thing to it. Like Like, this is exactly what it was.
That's right, Captain Jeff Crilly already has a Jaws tattoo on his forearm. Now the movie was playing out inches from his eyes.
We wanted to be there and touch it, but at the same time, we were backing away because we didn't know what it was going to do.
But these seasoned
Why they messing with it is my question.
seamen were too excited to be scared.
You're there, you have no choice. So what are you going to do? Just enjoy the moment.
And eventually, the great white ran out of chum and quietly swam away.
We've been fishing together for 15 years, and it was the best moment probably we'll ever have on the water.
Now, these fishermen are actually in the middle of a week-long fishing competition, so they'll be back out on the water every day this week. And at this point, I don't think anything could scare them. In Point Pleasant, New Jersey, Allie Bauman, CBSN, New York.
Yeah, yeah.
Heart-stopping news off the Jersey Shore.
We love the animals. Don't even matter. Yes, we love the sharks too. The baby sharks, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Mommy shark, baby. Yeah, I used to love those songs too, especially when you're singing it with your baby and they're looking at you like this. I think that song probably went 10 times platinum already, y'all. And if you're trying to promote your business and get out there, all you got to do is send your promos over to us. But it has to be in a 1080 by 1080 size frame, you guys. That's right, 1080 by 1080. It's not me. YouTube, that's their requirement in order to fit properly inside of the post notification area. That's right. We're trying to help you guys get your business out there. And if you want, send it over to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's for all your promos. You guys, like I say over here, we're family. We promote our stuff and try to get each other going. And we're the first line of defense and the first line of promotion. So again, if you got a promo that you want to send out, all you got to do is send it over to us and make sure that you're a member already subscribed. You can't just be freeloading it if you ain't family, you guys. Come on now. This is going to be your last chance to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be a big spender, a whole $2.99, become a member of Our Bottom Line for $2.99. Also, we got it coming up, you guys. That's the Show Your Talent search coming up in all 5 boroughs: Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. That's where we come and see your talent. You don't have to just be singing or dancing or whatever, because talent is more than just one thing. If you can cook, maybe you can do a backflip, maybe you can do something with a motorcycle or a car. I don't know. But if you're good, we want to see it. And guess what? Boom, you'll be able to make $250. That's right. We're doing a Show Your Talent search in all 5 boroughs. And we're also allowing one person to come virtually online. So it's going to be 6 people now, not just 5 for the boroughs. That's right, you guys. And after everybody competes, each person will make that $250. And what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead and see who the grand finale prize winner is. And that person is going to win $1,000. We've already confirmed the locations with my DJ. That's right, you guys. My DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew, but now she's my DJ. And we turn it up. We have parties and events in so many different locations that we're going to be opening up now. Hookah lounges, also 420 dispensaries, and much, much more. This summer is going to be a good place for Big Drip Hard Punch. We're going to start going to other states as well. So hopefully we're able to come and check out with you guys. That's right. We're starting off in New York again, and we're going to keep the ball rolling. You want to be a part of the talent show? Go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's 2 G's and 2 P's, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Go to the first page. All you got to do is put your email address in the sign up area, and we're going to keep you posted on what is coming up and what we're going to be doing. That's it. Real easy. Go to the website. And oh, one more thing. Sorry, but it's an alcoholic drink. So you got to be 21 and older in order to be participating in the event, unless you're virtual. That means that you don't have to be around and we can just send you your dough. So yes, we're going to make exceptions for the virtual event, but not the people that are on premise. Got to be 21 and older. And you guys know what it is. It's Thursday, one day before Friday. So what we're going to do right now is get those prayers in the air, because we still got to make sure that we're taking care of each other. And we got to let the man upstairs know that we appreciate the day, the fact that he gave us our health, the fact that he gave us our friends, and to be able to come here together to be on Our Bottom Line one more time. I appreciate you guys, and I'm so thankful for you being here. I want to pray for love. I like to pray for family. I'd like to pray for understanding. I also want to pray for humanity over party, because we're humans first, party second. That's right, you guys also want to pray for your family as well as those little animals that you got back there, your cats and the dogs and whatever sorts of other animals. You got birds, everything. We're praying for everybody right now. Rebecca, Batty Lynn, that's why we're praying for you. Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, we definitely want to pray for you. And I'm a B sometimes. Thank you for coming around and being here. Tanya Zimmerman also. Can't forget about Miss Swans. I want to tell you I appreciate you so much for being a part of the show and for being a supportive person as well. Summer Campbell, that's right, 2725. Thank you so much. Richard Bolt, 26. Colessive, thank you so much. And I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I really hope you got something from the health and wellness selection because I take great pride in trying to find the best information for you guys. 55 Coffee House. There you go, Lisa Roy. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. We turning up now. We getting those numbers and we really about to make it happen on our way to 100,000 subscribers. Thank you, Liberty and Justice as well. She's having car troubles. I hope you get that taken care of. And Liberty, I hope your pet is doing much better. I hope your little baby is doing good because I forgot to tell you. We're praying for you as well. Jay Woods, Mary Tanner, Mark Dorfman, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, VME 1967. There you go. What else you got? Hopefully, oh yeah, he's removed from office. Okay. Who's that? Gareth Guthrie? Okay, we got to talk to Jay Woods real quick and give him a shout out. Mary Tanner. Teddy, thank you so much for being a part of the show. 55, I'm a B. Cat. Oh, CJ the cat, who's here before everybody. Cat CJ, he wake up like the cats, and he's always here. Batty Lynn, Liberty and Justice. Mark Dorfman. Also, can't forget about Lewis. And who else we got over here? Lisa and Teddy. She wanted to shout you guys out. See you later, Liberty, and I hope you're doing fine, and I hope everybody's good. There you go, you guys. And yes, Luigi, Sam Champion, Terry. Can't forget about Mark Dorfman, Jeffrey Spilker, our new co-hosts, Angels Among Us, and Sam Champion. Thank you guys for being a part of the show, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. That's the love right there. Amen. And you know how we do it over here, right? We'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, right here, back again on Our Bottom Line. Because you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on Our Bottom Line today, Thursday, that's right. I appreciate you. So till tomorrow, get 'em. Peace. See you guys in the morning.